Y'all used to hate on all of my moves, but now niggas on it. They used to debate me on me and my views, but now niggas on it. I see you on it. I used to tell them I'ma have me a show, but now niggas on it. Man, you on it. Her homies on it. I see you on it. Your homies on it. No, she on it. Y'all used to hate on all of my moves, but now niggas on it. You on it. They used to debate me on me and my views, but now niggas on it. I used to tell them I'ma have me a show, but now niggas on it. Her homies on it. Now you on it. Your homies on it. The realest podcast ever. The realest podcast ever. The realest podcast ever.
The realest podcast ever. Should get him back up here though. That'd be funny. Bring him on up here.
What's going on around town? It's your host Tony Brown, and we are here on the Quiet Storm TRPE edition.
I wasn't ready for that. So I got nothing. I can't even.
It was either Tony Brown or DJ Easy.
I can't even rebuttal. I have nothing for that.
We are here. It's the realest podcast ever. Episode, I think it's 170. Yes, I'm on point today. Thank you very much.
I never know what's going on.
This is your host Tony Brown.
I'm just happy to be
Tony
here.
Brown. I'm gonna talk smooth like this the whole show.
Please don't.
Why not?
I don't know. I remember we used to have the mics on the bus and I would do that shit. Next stop, Broad Street. Do that shit to be funny.
It's a common effect to the audience.
People come up, they be like, the women like, I love your voice. Oh, thank you very much. You know, those are good old days.
Voice fish.
Yeah, you got fun and shit. Oh man, what's up with you though?
Oh man, I'm chilling. You know, we're here on a Monday.
On a Monday, I'm off work.
That's what's up, man. You don't take days off of work. What the hell's going on here?
I'm my vacation starts this week. You figure my birthday Saturday.
Oh, true.
So I've had enough of that. Birthday Saturday, I got jack shit planned.
Thought you was going out of town.
Oh damn.
Oh
yeah,
damn.
Yeah, I forgot all about that. Yeah. That's turning into a whole thing. So we'll give
It
a.
usually does.
That's normally the way it goes. What am I going to be? 37?
Yeah, I'm 38, so yes, you are going to be 37.
Disgusting, man. 37 is a nasty age.
Who wore number 37? In
Ron Artest.
Ron Artest in football. Who was number 37? That was pretty talented.
Atwater? No, it was 47.
47. Aeneas Williams was 35.
Who wore 37? That's a disgusting number.
Number 37. Yeah, I don't know any of these people.
Herbert Hubert? No, that's Nick Van Axel.
Nick Van Axel wore number 37
when he was with the Warriors.
He was tripping. Best of Jersey 37.
Meta World Peace. I told you Ron Artest had a 37. Derek Fisher when he was with the Thunder. Basically, when players' careers are over, they
wear 37.
That's a sign of where we're headed for next Saturday.
There we go. I knew it was one.
Who?
Rodney Harrison.
What the fuck is that?
You know who Rodney Harrison is?
What
NFL
team?
Hall of Fame.
I'm thinking basketball. I'm
Yeah,
like, who the
no.
fuck is that?
No. You know the
I know Rodney Carr.
San Diego Chargers, New England Patriots.
Hit stick.
Hit stick. Yeah.
Trucker motherfucker. Real bad.
Yeah.
But what was I about to say? I'm actually gonna work though on my birthday, believe it or not.
Really?
Old head. I get off at 4 o'clock.
Okay.
And I have nothing.
Work
Like
early
I said,
shift.
I have nothing going on my birthday. I'm not going away until next week. So I put my Cash App out like a hoe later on in the week.
For sure.
Yeah, Matt
People sent me like $250 on my birthday.
Oh, let me do it now then. Matt makes me sick. 215.
Yes, baby.
You can Cash App me on my birthday. 37. Well, Cash App. I'll be 39. Yeah,
39.
Yeah, handling fees.
People sent me like low 50s.
I want to enjoy the whole 37. But yeah, getting old, man, is I was having this conversation the other day. Like, do you ever not feel your age? And then the pendulum swing and you feel all of your age?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I personally don't. I tend to look at myself as like a young guy. And it's funny because Mitch, BF, shout out him. He'll be like, Matt be on the timeline calling us old niggas like we not 3 years old.
Hey, that's a generation.
Yeah, that's
enough.
a generation.
That'll do it. You know what I'm saying? When I was a freshman, y'all niggas was seniors. Y'all are old niggas.
Yeah.
The gap closes the older you get.
As you get older. But back in the day, that was enough of an age gap to where y'all wasn't friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all fucking and I'm not. We are not friends.
Like, yeah. Y'all are adults.
Yes.
And I'm not.
Yeah, y'all about to take y'all next step in life's progression.
Yeah.
Going to jail for 10 years.
And then y'all generation was really old.
Right.
You ever see pictures of like Clyde Drexler or like
He's 26 years old in this photo.
yeah, or Mark Aguirre? They all looked old as hell.
George Gervin was born 34.
Look at Morgan Freeman. You've never him and Stan for Martin. I've never
They've
seen
been
them
old
as
since we
children.
knew 'em, yeah.
Yeah, they just came on. They're like
They didn't have photographs back
they're
then.
like Jack and the Beanstalk. They're like mythical. Like they just showed the fuck
They
up.
just appeared.
Yeah, they're like you've never seen a child picture of Morgan Freeman.
Yeah, the youngest we ever seen Morgan Freeman, he was like already 51.
Yeah, photography wasn't really you had to go into the camera with the cape. Like that shit was
Al Capone photo.
yeah, and the smoke would go off.
Had to
Like,
get that motherfucking photo right.
yeah, real
Shit cost
talk.
$3,000 a picture.
Yo, $3,000 dog for a photo. Yeah, but yeah, I'll be 37 this Saturday. 40 is right around the corner, man.
Knocking on 40's door, man.
Knocking on 40's door, man.
Real quick before we get started, I want to send prayers up to Mediocre Tutorials and Reviews. He's a very popular YouTuber. He's got like 250,000 subscribers on YouTube. He does a lot of videos around like, dating, relationships, equality, different stuff like that, different topics. Really, really talented guy. He was diagnosed with testicular cancer this past week, and he actually had to have surgery yesterday.
You doing over there?
He had to have surgery yesterday, like literally like emergency surgery. He basically was talking about it on his channel, and I just thought it was really brave and really endearing for him to even talk about this, because if something like that happened to me, I'm going through that shit in absolute private. Y'all will not see me. So for him to be as transparent like that with his audience and basically come out and talk about the fact that routine checkup, I'm going to the doctor for my annual, whatever the case may be. I feel fine. I work out. I eat the right things. This, and this. And he's like, I just I felt like a little bit of a lump, down there. I go to my doctor, tell him about it. Doctor do a little check. They do an ultrasound. He said, I get the ultrasound results back. They're like, we're 99% sure it's cancer. And this is like a younger guy. This is like he in our age group. I think he like somewhere between like 32 to 38, something like that. So, I just want to send prayers up to him. I believe he's in recovery now from his surgery. But it's an extremely scary situation because he's so young. And a lot of times, like certain cancer screenings, prostate cancer, stuff like that for men, they start around like my doctor just told me they do it at 50 now. And I'm like, we're not waiting that long to screen for prostate cancer. Like, we going to get this shit done in the next couple of years. But it's like, just as men, man, we got to stay on top of our health, because you can do all the right shit and then still just land on something genetically that you're not prepared for, or maybe something environmental. And the cancer is literally in everything. It's in the food we eat. It's in the air that we breathe. It's all over the place. And sometimes you just literally can do all the right stuff, live a healthy lifestyle, all of that, and still just be susceptible to something that you're not even thinking about. So I just want to kind of use his story as a cautionary tale to all men. Stay on top of your health. I know we be lazy about going to the doctor and stuff like that. You have, especially once you 30 plus and stuff like that. Go to the doctor. You feel something, go to urgent care, whatever the case may be. My doctor does same day sick appointments, stuff like that. Get checked out and get to the bottom of what's going on with you.
I mean, that's part of getting older.
Yeah.
You become more serious about, those things. I used to bullshit a little bit about the doctor. I was always serious about the dentist. I didn't play with my teeth.
Yeah.
I just, I'm back. And like that's gonna yeah, it's me again. Need another clean.
Yeah, I got a dentist appointment Friday.
Yeah. But how was your week?
Overall, didn't do much, didn't accomplish much. I'm just really the seasons are changing and stuff like that. So a lot of people, like, September is like a readjustment month. It always is. A lot of people are off of summer vacation. They're going to work every day as opposed to like 3 days a week, stuff like that. Their kids back in school, they trying to readjust to that and things like that. And then you still got COVID and Delta looming and stuff like that. A
little bit.
Yeah, so I've basically just kind of been using the last few weeks just to get organized and stuff like that for the last quarter going forward, which is kind of what I use September for. So it's like I'm, fine tuning like my Toro stuff on my cars and things like that. Like, all right, what I'm going, how I want to position this price wise and different things like that. Doing stuff for TRPE for like the year end. We want to, do a big marketing push, like a national and like a local marketing push for the end of the year. So I'm just like constantly looking at stuff for that, doing research for the show, things like that. So nothing too crazy. I went to dinner over the weekend. I went to Seasons 52. First time I went there in a long time. I would not recommend it. It is not that good. It's not that good.
So Seasons 52, their whole shtick is like the healthier side of like fine dining. So it's like, we got scallops, but it's nothing on them.
Yeah.
So all that seasoning is what kills you,
right?
Like, and that's the way they cook.
Yeah. So like I had, they have a brick oven there apparently, which I had no idea, but they have a brick oven now, and I had the Chilean sea bass in the brick oven, and for those of you that never had Chilean sea bass, it's a really thin, flaky fish. Like it's very airy. It's almost like eating nothing.
It's actually thinner than salmon.
Yeah, it's a very airy fish. Like the best Chilean sea bass I ever had is at Budokan. They kind of like pan. Like,
I had Budokans here in Philly. It was pretty good. Yeah, I've had one at Capitol Grill. That was
they
really
pan sear it. I've had it at another restaurant where they like make it like a soupy kind of thing, where it's like in a broth or whatever. Absolutely fucking hated that. But they put it in the brick oven, so it kind of like changes like the texture, so there's a little bit of a crunch to it.
Yeah.
Absolutely fucking hated it. Ate like half of it. Chalked it.
You seen that? They got the fish McMuffin.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what you eating.
Get your tartar sauce at 7 a.m., nigga. I know you. Who asked for this?
Yeah.
That's like the Lil Wayne and Rich the Kid album. Nobody asked for this. Y'all are bugging.
Last thing I need is the fish McMuffin.
Let me get extra cheese on the fish McMuffin. Double the tartar. No, that's terrible.
Yeah.
You offending everybody first thing in the morning.
When I see these things, I question like, does this shit actually sell? Like, do people actually eat this type of stuff?
Man, apparently Wendy's breakfast is going bananas.
No. Because I ate fast food. You know what's crazy? I sat and thought about it. I haven't had a fast food burger in over 3 years.
Damn.
Crazy, right? I used to eat them Jones every day.
Right.
Like, I'm not exaggerating. When the McDonald's, they destroyed it because it was a cesspool. The one on Broad and Carpenter. When the Big Macs was 2 for $5, dog, every fucking night. Yeah, I was on a bus with a 40-minute break at Broad Street.
I have a confession. I think I've had one Big Mac my whole life.
You got a 40-minute break on Broad and Carpenter. The only thing to do is either rob Dunkin' Donuts or go eat it at McDonald's. That's the only thing to do down there. There was no Sprouts. There was all that shit is new.
Yeah, brand new.
The Chipotle, Sprout, none of that shit was there.
Yeah.
So it was McDonald's and Dunkin' Donuts.
Because it was a fucking gang territory.
Yeah, exactly.
There was no need for
So every night I was in McDonald's 2 for $5. And I thought about the other day, like, y'all, because I was looking at the commercial, like, and I really haven't had. I've had a couple nuggets here and there in the last couple years, but in like, over 3 years, I haven't had a fucking burger. I don't even know what they taste like no more. Yeah, and I think about that shit, and I'm just like, dude, are people really going out for the keep it real meal? Like, are people really making the push for the?
Listen, every time I drive past,
did you see the new Wendy's burger? It's got cheese on the bun, apparently. You ain't see the commercial?
No.
Oh, am I lying?
I've been seeing the Wendy's breakfast commercials with Reggie Bush on loop.
Oh no! It's called the cheese mix.
Asiago cheese.
What's the name of the burger though?
I don't know the name of the burger.
Oh, whatever. But it's got cheese. They basically diss McDonald's in the commercial and everything because they like, yeah, we got cheese on our bun. What does the other guy got? And then they're at like, it's called like McDummies or some shit like that. And they're like, let's put seeds on the bun. He was like, seeds, yes, that's what. And I'm like, yo, do people really be eating these wild ass special burgers they come up with? Like,
Yes.
that shit is crazy.
People are sick.
Yeah.
I'm not eating nothing out of Wendy's except for a number 6 spicy chicken sandwich.
No, I was gonna say the nugget. What's the nuggets?
Or
a
the
10?
nuggets, yeah.
A 10?
I'll eat the spicy chicken sandwich or the nuggets. I'm not eating none of that other shit.
Like I said, I've had nuggets from Wendy's and I've had nuggets from McDonald's, which I know people are gonna grind me up. I like the nuggets from McDonald's. Listen. I remember when McDonald's made like the big push that was like nuggets now 100% white meat. I was like, what the fuck was they before?
What was they for the past 42 years? We was eating this shit.
I like McDonald's nuggets, but I can't. I used to be able to destroy them. $20. What? I remember a nigga from my job got a pizza from Little Caesars and a $20 of nuggets and put them on the pizza, nugget pizza. I was like, I'm sending you to the EAP program. You need a therapist. Nugget pizza. I remember that.
Yeah, one of my exes, man, she was so shot out by McDonald's. She was like, yeah, this like when Uber Eats first came out, like 4 or 5 years ago. She's like, yeah, I just ordered a 40 ball. I'm like, from where? McDonald's. Like, what? I got 2 20 pieces.
The crazy part is
2 large fries.
When I would be down there on the bus, like, and I would, even recently, like before they destroyed the McDonald's, I would use it to still go to the bathroom and shit. And I would go in the bathroom and the Uber Eats shit, but like, they done exploded. There would be so many of those brown bags, like the medium brown bags from Bloomingdale's. It would be so many of them and people be wet. And I'd be like, you gotta be doing crazy down bad to like Uber Eats McDonald's.
Yes. Cause
you could Uber Eats like Capital Grill or Wolfgang Buck. So it's like
nah.
Nah.
I got the coupon book.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For the McDonald's digital.
Swing past Mickey D's and get me 4 McDoubles. Like, that shit is wild. That you in the house waiting on a stranger to bring you McDonald's. It's crazy.
No, I'm here. I ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Just pull up.
Pull up to my house.
Yeah, just knock 3 times. Just leave. I don't even gotta wait for me. Just leave.
That's the crazy part. I've never really ordered Uber Eats and all that. That they don't even be like knocking or letting you know.
No.
They'll just put it on. I've seen them do it.
They'll just drop it and take a picture.
They'll just put it on the doorknob. Take a picture.
GoPuff, when I used to live in Roxborough, GoPuff used to do that. They would come and just leave the shit on the doorknob. They'd boom, 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 and just bail out. By the time I get to the door, these niggas on the elevator.
Well,
already.
GoPuff isn't like food though. They deliver food?
They got pizza now.
Oh, I thought they just like bought condoms and ginger ale.
Everything now. GoPuff is like a $5 billion company now.
I thought they would just like swing past the convenience store. You didn't feel like leaving.
Well, no. What GoPuff did. Shout out to our one of our benefactors, Will Warren, one of the supporters of the show. Will was a marketing executive with GoPuff or whatever. But basically, it started as a delivery service where these guys basically would just go to certain store. They have relationships with certain stores. They get discounts, stuff like that. And it started around Drexel University. They would go pick up shit for you, and then it basically expanded to where they could pick up and deliver beer and stuff like that. And that's when they really started to explode. But now they have everything, and they have their own fulfillment centers. Kind of like Amazon, where it's like all of the shit that they have now is boom,
readily
it's
there.
already
We ain't even gotta go
there.
nowhere.
And they have an assembly line of drivers that just go through as orders come in. Somebody in the warehouse fulfill the order, boom, give it to so and so, push it through the app. This where you going, and then they just fucking round robin the shit. They got a location in Roxborough up on Ridge Avenue before you get to the post office.
Post office.
Like Ridge and Leverton.
You're right. You're absolutely right. Damn.
Yeah, you got that one. They worked down the street before on that little like weird little cross area, whatever, by Northern Children Home. So they moved up the street, up Ridge or whatever. They have the big location is down on Spring Garden, on 12th and Spring Garden.
I haven't been down there in a minute.
And then I think there's like another one in South Philly or something like that. So with those 3 locations, they basically are able to cover the city. But even still now, with them being like having a $5 billion valuation and all that shit, they still just scratching the surface. They don't even deliver the fucking King of Prussia.
Yeah, right.
So it's like they have so much more fucking area that they can fucking cover. But it's just like, just being like fully market penetrated just in Philly and a couple other places, they a $5 billion company. Shit is nuts.
Damn.
No.
Yeah.
And it was two brothers that started the company. Where are you at? Oh, no, that's the borderline. We ain't coming there.
No.
34th and Wallace.
You can't blame them. I was thinking about that yesterday. I seen this little crazy little fucking Italian man delivering food. I was driving back to Depot, and he had like a little, he's got like a little Toyota Tercel with a gazillion pizzas, and he was delivering shit. And I'm just like, he fuck around and get smoked out here. Like, just it's
on some frivolous shit.
Like, motherfuckers will kill the delivery man.
Remember back when we was kids, like in the 90s and shit like that, early 2000s, niggas was robbing and killing the fucking pizza man. That was like a regular thing.
I remember when the shit happened when the bull who drove for Hot Spots. And I remember when the four kids, there's 2 girls and 2 boys. I remember that shit in our neighborhood. Like, they got locked up. Like, they robbed. He had like $47 on him. And it's just like,
You know how down bad you gotta be
Down
to think robbing a
bad.
nigga for $47 and 3 pizzas is the lick?
Yeah.
We're gonna figure this shit all out. You know what I'm saying?
Like, never mind that he's driving a Plymouth Voyager. Like the no tent.
a Chrysler LeBaron.
Yeah. a town and country. Like, never mind that he is driving this van, right? With no tent, and he's delivering quesadillas and wings in the ghetto. Like, how much of a comeuppance do you possibly see
And y'all
this
gotta
being?
split it 4 ways.
I gotta kill all of y'all after I kill him.
And I still got less than $50.
I'm treating this shit like the Lufthansa heist. I gotta kill everybody that's a part of this.
I want my taste. Treat me like a fucking schmuck. Tell Jimmy Conway I want my fucking money.
You take your 13 and go by backwards, take it back. Take it all back. Get it out of here. Take it.
I don't want to see it.
No, you smoke Titans. The fuck you go by backwards for? Take it back.
Never see you with nothing but a game cigar. Fuck you think this is?
You know you buy presidential Dutchess from Kmart. Take it back. Dog, you with 3 other people rob somebody and kill him for $50. It's like, yo, what the fuck are we doing? They hiring that fucking FedEx. Like, we tripping.
Remember that bullshit that happened a couple years ago on I think it was Montrose Street over in Southwest, where the 2 guys had found like they was doing construction at this crib and found some cocaine in the wall.
It was a little bit of cocaine.
A little bit.
Yeah. Like,
And they call these niggas that they doing like this big fucking Scarface
Yeah.
drug dealer.
yeah.
Everybody in the crib gets killed.
Why y'all got on suits?
The
Just
two
say that.
brothers and 2 young girls fucking get killed. The police, the sergeant from the 12th was like, the amount of cocaine that was found was so insignificant. It's troublesome to
I remember
realize
reading
what
the article. Do you know how much it was when they just like
It
said
was less than 7 grams of cocaine.
Oh, it was $95 worth of cocaine.
Yeah.
Not even a 7.
Killed quadruple homicide for not even 7 grams for a ball game.
Yeah. Like y'all love Pusha T. He said anything less than 4.5 is a goddamn shame. Y'all came out here and murdered.
4 people,
Yeah.
2 minors and 2 adults.
Yeah. Yeah.
With 2 lines of people.
For 3/100ths of a 4.5. Like, y'all really came out here and did this.
Fucking just be doing anything, literally.
Yeah.
And it's shit like that let you know, like, yo, people are starving. Like,
Yeah.
don't let Instagram
No, starving.
starving.
Van. Yeah, not even Ving. Starvan.
Starving.
Dog.
Fuckers is down bad.
$90 worth of cocaine. Killed his eyes, burned his block down. Got me fucked up, right?
Kill 4 more people for another one of these.
My thing is like we had this conversation, me and one of the guys, to get into that shit, like because you know how like your life operates. Like, you know what you make a month, you know what your monthly expenses are, you know what you want to save, you know what your year look like, your quarters look like. To get me to even start listening to some shit like that, it's M's. It would have to be.
Right.
And I told you I never robbed, stole, none of that bullshit. So I'm not about to sit and act like fucking, the out of town hit it, none of that crazy shit. But it's like, for me to even start listening to like, yo, you got the, it would have to be M's, because it's like, that shit's going to alter your life.
Yes.
You like, because if you get into that, like, like motherfuckers who do that takedown shit, so you might have to lay somebody down. It's fucked up, but that's just the way it goes. Why they say guard your body.
Yep.
Keep a pistol, fuck a fight. You like, word to Pimp C.
Yeah.
Like, that shit, when you get into that, it's like, you don't want to lay nobody down for $48.
Right.
It's just a whole headache that's going to come.
You're going to have to go to jail and explain why the fuck what you have for a capital murder.
Yeah.
Now, what happened? I mean, bitch ass nigga only had $48.
Yeah.
I thought you had 480, as if that makes it any fucking better.
In the Voyager. Yeah.
He's like, he's a nut ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's why when senseless crimes like this happen, that's how you know that rhetoric of all the real niggas dead or in jail is bullshit. Like, it's so many, I've been to jail. It's so many weirdos in jail. It's an incredible amount of weirdos in jail, yo. They all fucking weirdos.
I remember being in a holding cell. This one nigga was doing all this barking. Like, he just was going, but he in a cell by himself. So it's like, I don't understand. What you say, pussy?
Like, I think I told this story before. I was down the Palm Box. Young boy, he on the block. He cursing everybody the fuck out. Man, shut your bitch asses up. I'll fuck you niggas up. Wait till we get to the F. They was like,
let another nigga in here say something. You're like, you're the only one talking. I remember you told me that. Like, you're the only one talking, so let another nigga in say.
They said, wait till we get up the F. I'm knocking all y'all niggas out. Somebody all the way down the end said, pussy, you going the greatest for, like, you're not even going to the F. Sure enough, they came and got his ass. They said, yeah, Watkins, you going the greatest. He said, what you mean? You got a warrant for attempted homicide.
Yeah, body warrant.
Y'all on some nut shit. Took his ass right up greatest for you. You going in there with the grown men, with the lifers, nigga. See you later. We want to sort your case out after the weekend, stupid ass.
Yeah, I guess we can go into that. Philadelphia yesterday hit its 400th murder.
Yes.
You want to hear this? We're at 404.
I believe it.
Like, we just hit 400 yesterday. And I told him and Rob, I'm like, yo, I swear to God, I looked at it maybe like 3-4 weeks ago. We was at like 353. I was like, oh shit, it's slowing down. It went down to like, we was at like 13% above last year. And I'm like, oh, okay, like, I guess the summer's over, it's calming down. And this last month has been, it's been like, there's no way we not gonna have 60 something murders in September.
We are 18% ahead of the pace from last year. And we finished last year with 499. And I guess the Philly hitters had like a players meeting or a group chat or a Facebook group or something, was like, yo, we off the pace. Like, y'all niggas is lacking. And they turned the fuck up these past few weeks, man. And it's just wild. The brazenness of a lot of these shootings and these murders has just gone to new heights. Niggas don't care. Like,
dog, like in the last couple weeks, some of the, like, cause I've been in it, not in them, but like they've been around.
Right.
I do the 49. They had Grays Ferry shut down because then they got killed on the, like, coming over the bridge, broad daylight. 27. I do that. My man, he in the joint. He in the joint when it gets shot up at the Sunoco and shit. He like, I'm trying to get, Powerball 430. I'm trying to get my Powerball.
About 9-10 little Powerball tickets.
I'm trying to get my Powerball together. He's like, all I hear is boom, 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 boom. Like, the fuck is that? They like, get down. He look up, they right out in the parking lot with it. Broad daylight, next to Kappa. Like, this is Boys to Men Boulevard.
Right.
Like, y'all are...
the Kimmel Center is right here.
Y'all are tweaking. Wanye and them... You understand?
Yes.
They started a group and everything sounded good. Like, y'all, they did that right there. Y'all are bugging out here, yo. And it's like, yeah, they, like you said, the shit up broad not only, just broad daylight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Letting it scream. Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know what the disconnect is. I don't know, like, if y'all beef is just that deep to where it's like you feel like you gotta go right then and there on the spot
at this point,
or motherfuckers just don't have fear for prosecution, because some of y'all niggas are going to jail. Not all of y'all, but some of you niggas is going to jail for like unprecedented numbers a year.
We've reached a desensitized, like, it's like 100% desensitized.
Extreme violence has become the norm.
Yeah, like nobody's even fazed by the shit no more. It's more so, like Kev said, like, it's a game to them.
Yeah.
Pow, bang, boom, 21 to 19. Oh shit, they block up. Like, it's a game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we, the movies, the new, look at, what's the bull, everybody, I still don't understand why y'all follow that nigga on Twitter. What's the white boy from Fox? He be tweaking.
Oh.
Steve Keeley?
Yeah, Steve.
Dog. Shout out to Black. That nigga come in the newsroom like, give me the worst shit that happened last night so I can report on it.
Like, what's this flower show?
No, they like
suck a dick.
They like, Steve, a great night in Philadelphia, man. The Phillies, get this, we're down 72 runs in the ninth, came back and won in extra innings. And Mayor Kenny just announced that I-76 will get much needed construction and is gonna be 13 lanes now. No traffic ever again in Philadelphia. Steve like, so no one got killed. They like just one murder on 53rd and Westminster. Oh, give me that, give me
it
that.
to-
He right out there.
Coming in hot.
Yeah, we live on the scene here on the 5300 block of Westminster.
Apparently, little man.
And he always tell you what he close to. He's like, we're less than a mile from the iconic 52nd Street Muslim stands. And it's just going.
Got great incense over there, right at 52nd and Walnut.
Yeah. He walk in the newsroom, ain't nobody get killed. He pissed. They're like, yeah, no murders last night, Steve. He like, none? One in Ben Salem.
Never getting to CNN at this rate, you
He
motherfucker.
like, well, give me the backstory on the one of Ben Salem. They like, they followed him from Sugar House. He like, oh, perfect, give me that. He
Tie it right to
We're
Philadelphia.
live here on scene at the Sugar House. Less than a mile from Old City. They followed him right out of this casino up on the 95 North. He come in, the news fucking managers, they like, listen, Steve, you've been going hard with the murder. You've been doing it every day for 467 days. Why don't you take a break
Why don't you
and,
sit some blaze out, bro?
like Chad just said, why don't you go do the flower show? We need some positivity. He out there like, yeah, we're live here on the scene at the flower show, convention centers. This flower show is exactly what Philadelphia needs, seeing as though 8 people are pushing up daisies after another violent weekend here in Philadelphia. They like, Steve, goddamn.
Cut the fucking feed.
God damn, Steve. Like, Steve Kelly don't fuck around. He want violence and nothing else. Black said the other day, I never seen this nigga tweet Go Birds. I'm like, yo, real talk. Like, he ain't never tweet Go Birds. Let's go fighting Phils. Man, who fighting for their life? I ain't trying to hear about no fighting Phillies. Steve Kelly only want violence. And it's shit like that where it's like, it's just the norm. Like when you see it every day and hear it every day and you're a part of it. I told you, yo, when I do that 49 and you come down York Street, when you turn off a 29th Street looks bad. When you turn off of 29th and you go to 30th, 31st, 32nd, you see it and you like, whew. Tell you how crazy this shit was. There was a detour, right? Like 30th and York was blocked because they was doing construction in the street. They told us the detour was only till 4 o'clock. So I'm coming up 29th Street. I bang the left.
Yeah.
On the York. I see the shit. They still in the middle of the street. I'm like, what the fuck? So I pull up the 30th and York. So I'm like, I get off the bus. I walk down to the block. The little block is Nevada Street. So I walk down to, I think it's Nevada Street. I walk down to that. And I'm looking out, like, boy was out. I'm like, yo, who bike is this? He's always my bike. I'm like, who car is that? He's like, oh, that's my man car. I'm like, yo, can you get him to move? He's like, what you about to do? I'm like, I'm going up Nevada. And he was like, because you can't go down 30th to Dolphin because the car mechanics got it all jammed up. I'm like, I'm going up Nevada. He was like, you about to take the bus up the little block? I'm like, yeah. He was like, man, he's like, I ain't telling you how to do your job, big dog, but I would wait. I'm like, I'm not waiting out here. Y'all. It's a war zone. I was like, I'm getting the fuck out of here. I went right up Nevada, got out, and it's just, you see it and you just like, yeah, like, you know, like they said, a nigga will shoot somebody on this block, live on this block, and then hide out on that block.
Right.
They don't escape it. It's just what it. So you got now, you like you said, the gang warring, blocks at war, this part, that part. It's just.
Yeah, this shit like motherfucking like Brooklyn right now.
Yeah.
Like he go on these Philly scoreboard pages and other shit like that. You see what's going on. And it's like, I'm like, I've been in this neighborhood. I've never heard of this before.
No.
Niggas is clicked up.
Yeah. They had to lock down a school the other day because somebody got shot and killed out front of the school. And it's like, y'all, like, these shootings don't even be like regular. It don't even be like somebody pulled up, shot somebody in a car late night.
Yeah.
It'd be like, there are a whole nother set of charges that go on. Like when they got to lock down a school,
right?
When they catch y'all, it's like there are so many charges just in that.
Yeah, you get
endangering the welfare of a child.
You get 913 years.
Inciting a riot. Like it's just all kinds of charges that start coming into play.
Once the one young boy got hit up at Budokan outside, I said, oh yeah, y'all acting different.
Wait, when did this happen?
A couple months ago, like 2-3 months ago.
Oh yeah, I missed that.
That's when Budokan still had the fucking outdoor seating shit outside or whatever like that. Young boy, he was down there having dinner with his mom. Somebody pulled up on him, lit his ass up.
The wildest part, like me, you, and Kev was talking about today, we think it's just Philadelphia. Well, Philadelphians believe it's just...
Yeah. We've talked about it. It's everywhere.
It's really everywhere. And I'm trying to figure out how it got like
murders
this.
is up 200% in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Yeah.
Ain't no niggas out there.
Yeah.
So what's going on? The cartels taking over? Like, what's happening?
Yeah.
Because it's going the fuck down.
I think Devin Booker might have a rental property in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Outside of that, though, it's like it's literally nothing. Like, to see it to where it's just like everywhere is turned. New York is turned. Fucking Cali, Houston, it just Atlanta. Like, I watched the first 48, and you see some of these murders, you just be like, what, yo?
This is a report came out from the New York Times. Murders spiked in 2020 in cities across the United States. The report also breaks down the murder victims by race, ethnicity, and sex, with 9,913 black people killed in 2020, 7,029 white people, 497 from other races, and 315 of unknown race. There were 14,146 men killed and 3,573 women. While various medium-sized cities were rocked by a record number of homicides, certain major cities, while still enduring high murder rates, were still down from their worst years. New York City, for example, experienced about 500 murders in 2020 compared with 319 in 2019, but both figures were far below the city's worst year, 1990, when there were more than 2,200 murders. Chicago had 771 last year compared with about 500 in 2019 and 939 in 1992, one of the city's most violent years. There were 351 murders last year in Los Angeles versus 258 in 2019. Its record is 1,010 murders in 1980.
Yeah.
So Philly, a city that's literally 1/10 the size of New York City, had the same amount of murders last year. So when you talk about like per capita statistics and stuff like that, we have a problem going on here.
1990 in New York had to feel crazy.
2,200 murders?
2,200, 365. That's probably like 6
a day.
Yes, probably a little over 6.
Yeah, 6.03.
Yeah, I was right. Yeah, 6 murders a day for the whole entire year. Whew. That's wild. Shit, if Philly's doing like 4 a day right now, that's how it seems.
Yeah.
Like, we was at 396 the day before yesterday. We was at 400 yesterday. Now we at 404 today. It's only 150.
Right.
So
shit is nuts, man. Shit is nuts. So, you know, we bring y'all this information just to basically say, hey, pay attention to what's going on, and you know, be cognizant of your surroundings and, you know, where you are.
That's another one too. Like, I at times just be like, I you know, again, I'm looking in my shoes, like it's standing in my shoes, looking. But it's just like, why are y'all even in these places where this be happening? At least that's the way you want to think. But then you look at it and you like, a nigga got stomped out at Geno's, and you like,
that's a landmark.
Damn, like I came to get one whiff, because that's how white people do. Like, I came to get one whiff. Next thing I know, I'm getting stomped the fuck out here.
Yeah, it's like
Steve Kelly was right out there too. You see, he was eating a sandwich right here. That's what he was doing. You can see the Coke Zero still sitting.
Eating a sandwich and turned into foot food. It's crazy, man.
Oh, Steve Kelly, crazy, dog. He was right out there. Eagles won. That was their first game. Fuck all that. You see right here? See the blood still on the bar, the little bench. Steve don't play around, dog. Yeah, man. 2,000 murders, 2,200 murders is nuts. That's bonkers. The crazy part is apparently the Philadelphia police put out a tweet today that said there are still like another 100 deaths that we don't know.
We can't even classify them.
Yeah.
We don't know what happened.
Yeah. Some bullshit happened, but we don't know what bullshit happened.
Last week there was a report that came out. The mayor's office said that they are running out of money for relocation for witnesses.
I did see that.
This shit is literally turning into The Wire.
Yeah.
Like, we are literally a poor big city with too much murders, not enough police, not enough policing, and the vast majority of the murders that's taking place is happening with fucking untraceable ghost guns, and it's just nothing being done about this shit.
Yeah, to put the report out like we don't have enough money to relocate witnesses is crazy.
It's like, you could tell and shit, we'd appreciate it, but like, we can't help you.
We'll just give you a trench coat and a fedora, dress up like Carmen Sandiego, and then you can, go on about your business.
These 7 champion hoodies.
Remember Raphael on Ninja Turtles? Trump with a trench, trying to act like a normal nigga on the trench.
You are a giant turtle.
Like, nigga, that's a giant turtle. That nigga was on the train like he was a regular nigga.
A giant turtle with a ninja mask.
Yo, they tried to rob him in the subway. He said, pointed at his side. Like, nigga, I got the thing on me. I got me fucked up.
Don't get the hawk, nigga.
Don't get the hawk, nigga. Yo, Ninja Turtles one was that shit. Raphael deadass put on a trench coat, a fedora, tried to go catch the train like he wasn't a giant turtle. They tried to rob him in the subway. She showed him the hawk like,
8-foot turtle with a hawk.
8-foot turtle with a fucking dagger in the subway, dog. Yo, Raphael crazy as shit. Yo, Ninja Turtles was my shit, man. 1 and 2 was crazy.
Oh my god.
Yo. Remember Raphael got captured, they had to go get him back from the jaw? They got there, it was dead silent. Leonardo was like, is it just me or is it like quiet? Donatello was like, yeah, it's a little too quiet. They came around the joint, they seen Raphael hanging from the fucking the crane. He's like, yo, was that Raphael? Michelangelo said, yeah, it's a little too Raphael. Ninja Turtles was silly as shit. Oh, but that's what you gonna have to do. They just gonna dress you up in a fucking disguise and send you out into the streets after you
Back to your mama house.
after you fucking testify.
Can't even get you a new apartment.
Yeah, fucking nose.
If anybody asks, tell them your name is Humpty, pronounced with an umpty.
Yo, real shit. Oh man. But people always be like, pray for Philly and this shit. I'm like, yo, it's not. It's really like
The city is great. It's the people.
listen.
The people fucked it up.
I sat outside the other night and ate my dinner. We had the dog under the bench.
It was excellent.
Yeah. Most whitest shit I've ever done in my life. But it's just like you see these. It's not, like I said, it's not just Philly. That article from New York Times proves it. It's everywhere.
Yeah, it's a national problem.
New York had a nickel last night. They went up. LA went up. Chicago went up. Chicago been up.
It's staying up.
It's staying up. This motherfucker. Meek said he want to come to Chicago. Dirk was like, well, do that shit on your own time.
At your own risk.
Don't involve me in that shit.
Yeah, he said I can't guarantee his safety. I ain't safe.
Dirk, they break into my house. This motherfucker.
Dirk said I ain't always safe, nigga. Fuck you talking about?
Dirk and India got in a 20-minute shootout about that fucking shit. Like, yeah, it's crazy.
Letting it scream.
Yeah. From the second bedroom. Yeah. But it just, we said it on here before. I don't see it ever like going backwards. It's like only gonna progress and get
because
worse.
we are literally epidemic is a 10-year period.
Yeah.
We are at the beginning, the crisp beginning, like a 3-4 years in of a 10-year cycle. The shit gotta go through where all the niggas shoot each other, kill each other, purge it out. Then some of the niggas find God, go to jail.
Yeah.
Go work at Wawa, whatever the fucking, go be a manager at Sunoco A+, and then look back and be like, man, we was on nut shit when we was young boys, and then
like, think about it. The feds have been here for like 8 or 9 months.
Yeah, all they did was lock up motherfucking Major Change,
Omi,
and AR Ab,
and close Major's Deli.
all they did.
That's the only thing they've done. Yeah, they back. They got their paperwork together, so they back.
Yeah, so it's like y'all got 27 different agencies working in concert. Y'all have collectively done zero formative police work.
It's gotten worse.
Yes.
It's gotten worse.
Niggas like, oh, the feds here. I'm auditioning.
Yeah.
Fed time, nigga. Because you know the young boys, they whole thing is they trying to go federal. Like that's they whole.
You know, I don't really subscribe to like the TikTok nonsense, but I saw one yesterday. It was like me auditioning to get into heaven, and the boy was like in the clouds, and he was singing that John where the boy be rapping about God with the chick dancing behind him.
Oh, you better pray. You
better praise God. I'm gonna shoot you in your face.
You better praise God, and that's on God. I'm gonna shoot you in your shit.
And then he was acting like God, like listen to that shit. What the fuck be wrong with people, man? But yeah, the violent shit, man. We've it's like you said, at this point, you don't know when and where. Cause it's broad daylight. We don't give a fuck if it's kids around, the old women around. We don't care if we at the senior center next to a police station. The other day, the cops came running out of the 21st district.
Yeah.
Is that the 21st on, or is that mine just saying because it's on 21st Street? On 21st in Hamilton? You know where that Wawa is, the Jonas Underground?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I want to say that's the 21st
I
district.
think it is. Police District.
21st in Hamilton? Like right near the Parkway? That was the joint I got taken to when I got locked up years ago.
They took you there?
When they let you go, you got to come up them long ass steps from underground and shit.
9th District.
9th District, okay. But I was driving past there the other day and something came out because when I tell you the whole district came charging out the door, motherfucker had a rifle out.
Oh shit!
Like you'll be a lot of undies out there on that block. They came running out. You know the white boys all dressed. They all got like fucking MMA t-shirts and cargo shorts.
They got affliction shirts.
Yeah,
and antique jeans.
yeah. And they all came running out, and the one motherfucker had his gun out, getting in the car. Other motherfucker was getting in the back of the Impala with a rifle. Like he had to slide into the. I was like, where the fuck they going? Something came out because the lieutenant came running out, the white shirt, and they was all going up the Parkway. I'm just like, damn, like nonsense, man, mayhem.
Yeah, for sure.
Be safe, everybody. Guard yourself. Apparently, with all of that, I'm guessing that the violence crime side of things took the crazy spike the same way luxury goods and sneakers and trips to Miami and Tulum, because everybody has money now, so they can be who they wanted to be their whole lives. So it's like, whereas like some people wanted to be Lil Baby and Meek, but then niggas also wanted to be like John Wick and Bishop. So it's like, oh shit, I can buy bullets in bulk. I can afford a ghost gun now for $1,100.
We talked about it on Patreon. We ran out of bullets. Like there was a bullet shortage. There was fucking guns selling above retail. It's like, yo, if I can't get a gun, like that's problematic. That's an economic indicator that there's a problem.
It's the Second Amendment. You would think.
I think we talked about it on Patreon briefly. It was a guy from Brooklyn. He was living in Atlanta. 33 straw purchases.
Yeah.
Of fucking firearms that all ended up back on the streets of Brooklyn. He's fucking indicted. The whole gang is indicted. It's like 8 or 9 niggas. Like, they're done. Like,
what doing that many straw purchases is nuts. Like 1 or 2 is wild. 30 something.
33. But you in a state where it's just totally unregulated. They don't give a fuck.
What's up with y'all? It's me again.
You got a relationship, just texting a nigga. No, put them 8 Jones away from me. I'll be there in a minute.
Why do you buy the same gun every time you in here? I like that John.
It's a good gun.
It's a good gun, man. Crazy.
Acting like Kevin Hart. Gun compartment.
Gun compartment, yeah. Oh, y'all gonna rob me while I'm putting clothes in the dryer? Let me get these dryer sheets for one last time. Yo, niggas the other day was like, Kevin Hart don't got no classic Jaws stand-up wise. I'm like, y'all
tripping.
Y'all hating now. Like, Kev got classic shit, dog. The
all right shit.
Pineapples, like Kev got classic shit in his stand-up, man. I forgot all about all right. Yeah.
Like I said, my dad came to school with sweatpants on with no drawers, dick swinging.
Yeah, all right.
Where my son at?
Kev got classic shit instead, man. I was like, that was just hating. Before we go into a couple more topics, first off, subscribe to the Patreon.
Absolutely.
We're the numbers are there. We're almost at 460.
Almost at 460.
Want to get to the 500, so subscribe to the Patreon.
Again, 500. We giving out 2 500s.
Patreon.com/official TRPE or Patreon.com/the realest podcast ever. Or you can go to our website, officialtrp.com. Links for everything there, including our merch.
Yes.
I myself bought a bunch of merch the other day. We be buying our own merch.
We buy our own merch because we don't do the fulfillment. So if you have a problem with your merch, don't contact us.
Yeah.
We can't help you. It's nothing I can do for you.
Yeah.
Contact TeePublic.
Yeah.
But we have all new merch out. Y'all
we
know
some family, man. We getting this paper.
We getting this paper. Y'all know what the fuck going on. I need some understandment in 2 different colors.
You know what's crazy is I just thought about it. For all the shit I ordered, I didn't get it. You know what the fuck is going on. It's my phrase.
You don't know what the fuck going on.
Damn. I'm an idiot.
Missed the boat on that.
Yeah, what the fuck am I doing?
Yeah, but TeePublic.
I got a computer's pewing. I got everything.
Yeah, so TeePublic is a great platform. They run periodic sales and different things like that. They had a 38% off sale this weekend. A lot of y'all took advantage of it. Thank you everybody that bought stuff. I was getting email alerts all weekend. for merch that got purchased. So shout out to y'all, man, supporting us the way that you do. We've already sold like 150 pieces of merch or something like that through TeePublic since we've been on the platform. Shit been going crazy, man. It's going good.
We hit 300,000 downloads on Podbean.
Yes, we about to hit 500,000. Well, this is actually so just to clarify that. We have over 5 million downloads to date.
On everything.
Go back to the original feed from New Media Studios, which is not too far from where we are now. Well, was.
Yeah,
it's not there
across the
anymore.
lot.
Across the lot from where we are now.
Right.
So we transitioned from New Media, all aspiring podcasters, listen up. So, because this is like a business lesson in how to set up your podcast. So, when we initially set up our podcast, we didn't know shit about shit. We just had a concept and an idea of what we wanted to do and the things that we wanted to talk about. The things that we wanted to talk about on the show. But as far as the back office stuff of setting up a podcast, we had no fucking idea. So with that being said, we partnered with the studio. They put us. Matt's trying to orchestrate something.
Yeah, I was trying to get him to put it in the fridge for me. Good luck.
Shout out to Taylor.
Yeah, shout out to you.
So they set us up on their feed. They were a whole network. They got multiple shows on there. Now, for aspiring podcasters, the benefit of being on someone else's feed is that you get the listeners that are already on there and subscribed, you get the traffic from those other shows. But the problem is you aren't necessarily getting
You're not registering your own joint.
You're not registering your own feed, and you're not getting real-time statistical updates. Like, we used to have to wait and get our numbers every month.
So essentially being a podcast authorized user.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now we get our numbers 3 times a day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, whenever Podbean refreshes, we get the number update. I know where our listeners are in terms of like the demographics part, down to the one, like to the last number. You know what I'm saying? I know like Philly, Maryland, New York, California, Texas, and Georgia are our biggest markets. Like, I know all of this because I have access to the information in real time. So there's power in analytics and understanding like where your audience is and all of that shit. So we transitioned from New Media over to Wildfire. So New Media merged. This is another podcast trick. You can merge your RSS feed with another RSS feed. So when New Media got bought out by Wildfire, they merged their RSS feed. So all of those subscribers for Fourth and John, realest podcast ever, Pastor Carl's show, all of that all got merged over into that feed. So now Wildfire's existing audience, New Media's existing audience become one big pool together. So while we were over there, we were doing stupid numbers. 50, 60, sometimes 80,000 downloads a fucking episode. Boom. So then at some point with Wildfire, it started to like drop off because there wasn't that much of a focus and push and this. So at some point we decided we're going to take back the RSS feed, create our own feed, take back our advertising account and all of that, because if we're doing all the work anyway, there's no point in splitting ad revenue. There's no point in waiting for statistical updates and things like that, and just basically being at the mercy of someone else. So the problem is when you start a new RSS feed, you got to build that motherfucker from the ground up. Right. So in doing so, since not this past August, the prior August, we've had our own RSS feed. On that, now we have 477 or 78,000 downloads. So when we posted that 300,000 download badge, that was from 2 Augusts ago up until the present time when we got the most recent badge. We'll have our 500K badge at the end of probably October or midway through October at the present rate that we are doing about 60,000 downloads a month, which is typically 80% new releases and then 20% back catalog. Right. So all aspiring podcasters out there, the easiest way to do a podcast is get on somebody else's feed. But if you want to have ownership and equity in the game later on down the line, you want to set up your own feed, set up your own advertise account, set up your own, patch out your own fucking feed if you got to Pandora and Google and all of that shit, and slow grind it and build your following up. Yeah. Because it'll be all organic and be all your audience.
And all your money.
More importantly. We did a lot of ad rev splits.
Yeah, true. So yeah, definitely go to the website, go to the Patreon. I want to do a review.
Okay.
Summer Madness 11.
Oh man.
Yo, listen. I never watched these battles. I honestly forgot battle culture was still like going.
Yo, battle culture is so big and so thriving. There's literally battle events every week now.
Yeah,
Smack is a machine.
If I didn't have my cable provider that I have, give him a shout out. We'll call him Know Me on the Smell Mat. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't have watched this shit because it wouldn't have been free. I wouldn't have paid for this nonsense. You made a very good tweet the other day. You was like, I want my money back and this shit was free.
This shit was free. And I want my bread back.
I want my money back and this shit was free. The problem with battle culture becoming as big as it has become is that the essence of it,
it's out the window.
it gets blurred.
Yeah.
Reed he mentioned that the other day, like I was front line, they was holding my collar. It's like, yeah, that's when it was the shit.
Yeah.
When he was battling in random ass fucking, barns and barbershops. You know what I'm saying? And they was
Speakeasy.
Yeah, they was just going anywhere and they was all filthy as
Reed
shit.
battled a nigga in a schoolyard.
Yeah. Real shit. Tech Nine battled a nigga in a schoolyard. You Bell Biv DeVoe ass nigga. I remember that. It's like that the essence of what it is gets blurred because they have anchors now for that shit.
Yes.
They had DNA and who was the other guy?
Jay Black. Jay Black is like the #1 battle rap blogger. He has a platform called Champion. Jay Black he's from Philly too.
Oh,
he used
shit.
to do the reaction videos or whatever. He had a reaction channel, and then at some point he transitioned it over to where he has a platform called Champion, where he basically follows and creates like rankings for the battle rappers from like week to week. And they do something called Champion of the Year where they give away cash money to the top, whoever it gets voted the Champion of the Year. So like Geechee Gotti won it, I think 3 years in a row or something.
I was about to say, at this point, he's probably the best.
He's the premier battle rapper.
He's probably the best.
Yeah, it's him. You got guys like Hitman Holla that come in and out and do whatever the fuck they want.
I ain't gonna. I never really liked him, man.
That's my guy.
I've never seen him once where I thought the bars was like amazing.
Well, he has a different kind of
that shit with his brother coming in, I never was a big fan.
But you gotta realize though, he brought that to the game, and now everybody does that.
Yeah, it's gotten.
There was a time where that shit had gotten out of control, where niggas is bringing up 4 niggas.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, are y'all jumping me?
Yeah.
Like, what's going on here? So yeah.
I seen one battle where the nigga he was standing there and then the lights went out. And it came back and he was dressed like the Jeepers Creepers and he was like hiding. I was like, what the fuck is going on? Like, yeah, it's. Yeah, Geechee Gotti's probably the premier dog.
For sure.
But the battle came on the other night, and I only because I saw people talking about Reed Dollars might shock the world. Reed gonna pull an upset.
Right.
I was like, what the fuck? And I saw Reed Dollars battling Murder Mook, and my instant thought was like, oh, I need to go get the brakes done on my Mark 8 because it's 2005 out
We gonna
this
get
joint.
some Twinkies on
Yeah.
the motherfucking Crown Vic.
Trying to save up my money to get a Marauder. Like, this shit is 2005 again. So I was like, Reed battling Mook, that's going to be really, really decent or really, really terrible.
Yeah.
And it was the latter.
It was awful.
It was awful.
It was awful beginning to end. And it was just like, yo.
I'm like, is it bad because they're in Houston? Why? Like, the crowd seemed dead.
They were bad.
And then
They were that bad.
Then Geechee and Calico came up and it was like, oh shit, it became alive. And I'm like, oh no, they was just terrible.
They were terrible.
And Smack was like, y'all not gonna fuck up my card. I'm letting y'all go in the middle. Like, y'all not ending this shit.
Yeah, it was a real snoozer, and it's like, yo, y'all waited 16 years to battle, and this is what y'all gave people, like, because they both took like some stupid different approaches. Like, Reed wasn't as aggressive as people wanted him to be. Mook didn't do the Mook shit. Mook wanted to be like, I'm this lyrical wizard, and like, they rap with me, and it's like, shut the fuck up.
Somebody the other night was like, Mook is like, he's one of them rappers that will act like he said some complex shit, and the whole time you understood it. And he'll be like, wait till y'all hear that back. And be like, no, we got it.
We got it right now.
We got it on the first show.
Wasn't that hard, homie?
Yeah, it wasn't
that hard.
It wasn't that hard.
The problem with Murder Mook is that Mook thinks he's Lux.
Yeah.
He thinks because he beat Lux a couple times.
Did he beat Lux?
He annihilated Lux at the Total Slaughter shit, the Eminem card. couple years ago.
I'm talking about the drummer that was in the clothing store.
Oh no, Lux pummeled him.
Yeah.
But they battled.
That's what I'm thinking. Like,
but
what?
They battled more times after that.
You tried to exit out the window, too late. I already shut down the computer. Like, yeah, Lux got him out of there.
Back when they used to call Lux Poppy.
Yeah.
So it's like he thinks that because he's from that era and he stood toe to toe with Lux a bunch of times that he's as good as Lux. And it's like, no, you're not. Like Lux is literally like the beacon of like battle rap.
Yeah.
Like Jay-Z was on Twitter talking about y'all gonna get this work. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Lux is a different animal altogether. And
Lux Lux is like, I get it. Yeah, Lux might be the only bomb atomically nigga that I actually can really get down with.
everybody can get behind.
Yeah. He wear them chains like the Zamunda Jones when they got married. Yeah. But I can get down with Lux rapping.
Yeah, Lux is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Like Lux is a one in a zillion as far as people from that culture, where it's
Like he bombs atomically, but it's cool.
It's great.
It's cool. Like, yeah. Yeah. And you understand it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think that's the disconnect with Mook. And he feels like, yo, I was the youngest when I started this shit, and I surpassed T-Rex, which is my cousin, and this and this and this. And it's just like
T-Rex is as big as a duplex.
yo,
I didn't even realize that was T-Rex.
somebody said they said on the caffeine feed, they said T-Rex shaped like some dirty laundry.
No, it said like laundry day.
Like laundry.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't realize that was T-Rex. I'm like, damn, like the pandemic hit him like real crazy.
Well, he was fat before the pandemic.
Oh, I haven't seen him in a couple years.
He's been fat for a while.
Yeah, I was just like, yeah.
T-Rex has entered, like, you know, you can be a fat guy and still,
I'm a fat guy.
still be attractive. I'm a fat guy. Still get like bitches and shit like that. T-Rex has entered the fat, sloppy, fat, nasty.
Yeah, like yo, I
territory.
swear I did not realize that was him.
Yes.
Because I was like, who the fuck is Boy? And
He
then
refuses to dress for his shape.
that too. And that's where I was going like, as a big man, like I really don't like and I've lost weight. I've gotten in way better shape. I don't like the form. You know those sweaters with the I call them the expose all your flaws material. Yeah, like them Jones, like you can't really get down. That real soft knit, you can't really.
Yeah, that ain't for us.
Because if you got side, the tie, it's showing all that.
Yeah.
Like people can see 240, 35 RAT on your side when you wear them fucking shirts. So it's like
Tire talk.
yeah, you ain't supposed to put those on.
Yeah,
but it's like
T-Rex is clearly a 2X and he refuses. He's still in the large.
He had a halter top on that looked like.
Yeah, it was a Mariners jersey. That joint was disgusting.
I was like, yo, why is he dressed like Christina Aguilera? What the fuck is going on? That shirt is little as shit, dog. I swear, when I finally realized that was him, I'm like, oh damn, that's and I thought maybe he might have been on like some like heroin, because you know heroin addicts when they get off the heroin,
they blow up.
They blow up. So I was like, yo, what the fuck, T-Rex? Like, Jesus, like yeah, that was wild. Reed comes up there. He brought all, you know, Frank with the grippers. All of them was there.
Eddie Morris. He brought
Eddie Mo. And shout out Eddie Mo. We had Eddie Mo in the crib. Eddie Morris sighting in 2021 is crazy. But Reed brought them all up there. You know, Rain Man apparently is still rapping, but he changed his name.
Yeah. What the fuck is his name? He was down with Benny and them.
Yeah. It's something that's still probably not going to be successful.
Yeah, some bomb atomically shit.
Yeah, it's I forgot what it's called, but definitely something. It's on par with Rain Man.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Rain Man could really, he was one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Because he could rap. He was another bomb atomically nigga that could actually, you like the raps.
He was on one of Benny albums. He was like, my pen moving like I'm improving. I produce Def Jams. Call me Rick Rubin. Rain's still nice, man.
I'm from that era. When a motherfucker spit a bar, you like,
Yeah, Rain's still nice, man.
That was a good time.
He's transitioned into like a really successful independent artist. He got a whole like catalog of shit that he like sells direct to consumer.
I forgot what is it. Because he was on, I want to say Funk Flex or one of them rapping. I heard him and I heard the voice and I'm like, damn, that sound like Rain Man. And it was like, it was going by another name and I was like, did he change his name or something? But I'm about to tell you right now.
RJ Payne.
RJ, I swear to God, I just pulled it up. RJ Payne. That's what it was. Yeah. But yeah, he's still around. So how did you have a score for the Meek? I mean, for the Mook Reed, John? I actually had Reed winning the first round.
I think the quote unquote culture has Reed winning.
I'm about to say I had Reed winning the first round. I had Mook winning the second round, and I had Weed. Weed is better than both of them, by the way. I had Reed winning the third round.
Yeah, overall though, the culture loss.
Yeah, I look at it like it's kind of the way the USA won in Vietnam. Like a lot of heroin addicts, a lot of mental illness, but we won.
Yeah, Mook keeps robbing Smack on a battle-to-battle basis. And it's like, Smack, eventually these white people are going to take their money back.
That picture you kept posting, a little baby. Every battle that happened, me versus Hollow the Don. Every time I saw it, I burst out laughing. Who did Hollow the Don battle?
K-Shine.
That was awful.
That was horrible.
Yeah.
None of K-Shine shit hit.
Hollow the Don Pumas, I couldn't get
He had on the Vegas Jones edition.
They the yo OG, I lost my trizzy.
Yeah, he fresh out the rehab.
Yeah, I ain't like that.
I just came home and shit. You know what I'm saying?
I never liked K-Shine. Never. Like I don't think I've ever heard K-Shine say anything that was not.
No, it was a period where they was talking about K-Shine was like the top dog for like the last 2 years. I don't know.
They also said Biden was a good idea. So whoever they is, I don't know. But I never like that shit where he's rapping super fast and not really saying
anything.
No, I don't really like it.
Yeah, Hollow wasn't great, but he was better than K-Shine.
I like Hollow the Don. Like I think he's a good rapper.
Yeah.
I think he's genuinely a good rapper.
Yeah, I just like
he just got a lot of nonsense.
This new like vegan, like self-aware Hollow the Don since he was hanging with Lux, like it stinks.
Yeah, Lux ruined his life.
It's not good.
Like,
yeah, it's like
Hollow the Don was a criminal and a drug addict, and Lux stopped all of that and ruined his life. Real shit. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Hollow went from the top dog to a mid tier.
Yeah.
Battling a nigga that you have no history with, no nothing. It's like, this is dumb.
When I saw him versus K-Shine, I didn't understand
the biggest problem with battle rap right now is that it's so commoditized that they are running out of intriguing matchups and people give a fuck about.
And it just, they were so like Dickie in the Drake situation coming in. It's just like all these battles you telling us about for the Drake birthday Jones stink.
They all stink.
Like unless Drake get out there and fist fight Shotgun Suge, this show is gonna be just as terrible. Like this is not it. Now I wouldn't go hold you when they announced Tay Rock and New Jersey Twerk. I'm like, all right, that seemed like because I like Tay Rock and I like Twerk. Twerk to me is the funniest, best battle nigga out. He's absolutely hilarious. I've never heard him rap and not crack like just fall the fuck out, cracking the fuck up. When he battled Charlie Clips, he was like, "You fucking fool! I'll bust a tool, bust a move, bow. Guess what room he in? Nigga, the upper room." New Jersey Twerk is funny as shit. You guys, Charlie Clips Joe. Guess what room I'm in? The upper room. But the head battle, the main battle night was Geechee Gotti versus Calico. And my homie, he texted me, he was like, "I don't understand why this is happening." And I'm like, "Yo, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Calico, all that. He's a legend."
Yes.
Like the problem with, and this is gonna sound wild. This is me, my brain. I'm gonna tell you why Calico never could get respected the right way. It's because he's like 6'5", 6'6". It's like Dwight Howard or any Sean Kemp in a dunk contest. Right. When you're 6'10", you just look ridiculous standing next to the rest. Calico has to bend down to talk shit to you, so it just don't look right aesthetically. Yeah. But Calico is one of the best battle rappers.
All that.
I said all the time when he battled Lux,
he didn't get killed.
Listen, he won the first round clearly. The second round was like Lux was, you know what I'm saying, but it's like.
Lux pulled a move. Lux in that battle, Lux revolutionized battle rap because he did a move where his third was so good it made people go back and give him rounds that he didn't win. And that's how he won that battle because his third was so powerful. Averb has done that in a couple battles to where it's like, damn, that's a close battle. Then his third is so good, it's like, oh, well, it was a build up to the third, so now the third trumps the whole. But
Calico, this is y'all GOAT, nigga. Surprise, he choked, nigga. Like Calico, and he got that joke. He said, It's one of the best lines in battle rap history. He was like, who was he battling? Where he was like, you be talking all this jiggity yak, blackity black, talking about how you ride with the Mac in the back of the act, nigga. All that shit is whack. How the fuck would I put the Mac in the back of the act? I'm from Detroit, nigga. I gotta ride with it on my lap. But it was Obama-tomically, nigga, because he was like, you be talking all this jiggity yak, black, man, all that shit is whack. I always fuck with Calico, but Geechee Gotti, like we spoke about, at this point, he's just
He the guy.
He every time I see those them clip videos on Facebook or YouTube where it's like best bars of the year, it's always a gazillion of them of him just flying off the handle saying some crazy shit.
Yeah. His mind is just so much different than the rest of the battle rappers, to where it's just like it's hard for them to. He's hard to beat, man.
Yeah.
He hard to beat because he's coming from a real street place, whereas y'all are all full of shit and lying. Like y'all are all completely full of shit. He a real gangster, and like the shit that he been through and the shit that he's seen is different than y'all. So
now I ain't gonna hold you.
Material.
I saw this joint the other day. It just randomly came in my YouTube feed. And I hate this nigga. This is how I know he actually like kind of killed Geechee Gotti, because I hate him. He's like, if I have to write down my 5 most hated battle rappers, he's most likely going to be number 1. What's the nigga with the dreads from Jersey that Trick was ready to beat the fuck up? Arsenal. I do not like him at all in battle rap. He killed Geechee Gotti. Did you see that, John?
I seen parts of it because they don't really release the battles on YouTube no more.
Right, you gotta
on the app.
Yeah, that battle with Geechee Gotti, I was like, yo, who wrote this shit for art? Like, dog.
God.
Arsenal's verse was basically all about how Geechee Gotti only raps about going to jail and how niggas ain't go to jail ain't as real as him. And he basically just flipped every one of Geechee bars around and hit him with him. And at the end of the verse, Geechee was standing there like they be just like listening to him and shit. And he was standing there like with his head down. And he was just like standing there chilling, like had his, how motherfuckers folding hands behind their back, was listening to him. And he was like, something. But I remember he ended the shit with, look at you standing there with your head down and your hands behind your back. Damn, you that used to go into jail, nigga. I fucking went crazy. And I was like, yo, who wrote this shit? It was the greatest rap I've ever heard from Arsenal. And I hate Arsenal all the time. But I thought that Joe, he for the 2 verses I seen, I'm like, he won both of those Jones against Gotti. That shit was crazy. So it's like, but battle rap, like I said, it's commercialized.
Yep.
They hit DNA with the power hose and had him up there. And the Versace.
The Versace shirt.
He was like, they got on a diesel watch. What year is it? I like the fact that he got a watch on, period. It's got a diesel.
It's a win.
It's a win.
That puts you up 1 notch in my book.
I told you
have 1 notch.
Whenever I think of him, that fucking Darren Williams soccer Nets jersey, that's all the fucking. That's all I think about. Like, so to see DNA looking that good was pretty decent. All in all, I give the battle from what I saw a 2. It wasn't eventful at all. Geechee and Calico delivered. They were decent.
And Sue Surf.
I didn't see it.
Yo, Sue.
I heard he 3-0'd whoever.
He fucked John the Don up so bad.
John the Don to me ain't like a real.
He's
good.
not that good.
No.
But he's a good salesman.
He had his own John though, right?
He's another 6'5" ass nigga.
Yeah.
He had Battle League. He got his own
I'm about to say
league.
he had his own league, right?
But Sue Surf just showed like the class difference between him and a nigga.
Sue Surf seemed like he was going to be the one who like actually like got to the joint, and then I don't know if it was him getting shot or going to jail or like he just
stopped caring, got rich and stopped trying. You know what I'm saying? Because like Sue Surf is like a real accomplished artist in music now. Like the nigga got songs with Mozzie and this rapper, like real fucking, you know what I'm saying? His music streams and performs. He sell merch, he do shows. He said he did 10 shows in the last 10 weeks. Like I can believe it. He been booked in Philly twice this year. You know what I'm saying?
But they're supposed to do apparently a joint for Drake's birthday, and Drake is like super like, coming down off of the throne and just be
Bored
a part of
money.
like regular shit.
Bored with money.
BMF premiere, just he's just everywhere. Like Drake just like in the shit.
Drake popped up at Future set during Wireless. Keep in mind, none of these are Drake shows.
No.
He popped up at Future show during Wireless. He popped up on J. Cole tour the other night.
I saw something the other day. It was like he rented out Dave and Buster's in Miami. Like Drake just doing shit now. Like, he just around.
He was with Birdman and Future the other night.
But he apparently they're doing a joint for his birthday or something where they're like these matches are all handpicked
Picked by Drake
from him. So but remember that whole little spiel where Murder Mook was saying he was gonna battle Drake?
They was at King of the Dot in Toronto, and they said Drake was like, man, we could do this shit right now. He whispered to Mook like, we could do this shit right now, nigga. Like, what's up? And Mook was like, give me 20 minutes to get myself together. And in that 20 minutes, somebody from Drake camp came and was like, we're absolutely not doing this.
We just like mastered God's plan. Get the fuck off of this stage.
You know we're not doing this. Right?
Yeah.
There's a 0% chance that this is happening.
Yeah, there's no win for you.
Yeah. So they got that up out of there. Yeah, but Drake is bored with money, man, and he just finding shit to do.
New segment alert.
Let's bring it on.
We got a new segment here for TRPE. The new segment is titled "Use a Wild Bull."
Use a wild bull.
Use a wild bull. You know where that comes from?
Martin?
No. Well, I don't know. But the reason I always remember it is my man Ross, shout out to him. We were walking into the casino one night. We were going to play poker. And it's this black dude who he would be in a poker room every now and then, whatever. And he was one of those, how motherfuckers be like gimmicky. Like he always had a suit with a bow tie on or whatever. Right. And he's walking out of the casino as we was walking in. And Ross like looks over to him and was like, yo, cuz. He was like, what's going on, man? He was like, yo, you was a wild boy. And he just like kind of just looked at us with like the fuck face, you know what I'm saying? We kept walking. I was like, yo, do you know him? He was like, nah, I don't know that nigga from nowhere. I was like, so what the fuck was the Use a Wild Bull? He's like, he on the news. He got indicted for like $2 million stealing parking ticket money or something. I was like, what? Sure enough, he was stealing parking money or something from out one of the medias or one of the counties or something. And he wanted to go to the he was like, yo, Use a Wild Bull. So I always hold that in my head, like there's a new segment here, Use a Wild Bull, where it's like we're gonna discuss weekly somebody who just was too out of control and out of pocket,
too horny, too off the rails.
And I'm so happy that our inaugural help me out, inaugural Use a Wild Bull is Tiger Woods. This nigga Tiger is out of control. Did you see the whole thing on Twitter where it's like, which Tiger are you?
No.
You ain't see that? So basically it was a tweet where it was like people put, so basically what happened was Tiger's text messages somehow leaked the other day. And it was the text messages that I don't know if it was him texting one of the, cooks that he was dealing with, because it was all like waitresses from like Cracker Barrel and shit like that he was fucking around with. Yeah. So the text messages linked the other day. So you see how each text has a time next to it? Yeah. So the tweet was, which Tiger are you? And people was quoting like, oh, I'm 352 Tiger. I'm 403. Like, which Tiger are you? So you want to read these?
Yes, man. Sent 4:10 p.m. Maybe in 2 weeks in Chicago. I need that so bad. Now, smiley face.
No, you got to read the times. Okay. Though. That's what makes the which Tiger are you.
Sent 4:10 p.m. Maybe in 2 weeks in Chicago. 3:19 p.m. 8:29. I need that so bad. 3:29 p.m. 8:29. Now, smiley face. Not the regular smiley face. The
old school smiley face. Yeah, non-emoji smiley face.
Sent 3:30 p.m. So he's double texting. Me too. I would wear you out. Sent 3:32 p.m. I have no idea. I would love to have the ability to make you sore. Yeah. Sent 3:35 p.m. In a week. I will try to wear you out. Sent 3:36 p.m. After I come, you better start sucking my cock to get it hard. Sent 3:37 p.m. Do you ever hook up with other guys or girls? Oh, now he getting into his cuckold shit. Yeah. Getting into his cuck shit. Yeah. Sent 3:41 p.m. You didn't answer the question. 3:43 p.m. I would like to have a threesome with you and another girl you trust. Sent 3:48 p.m. Does that excite you at all or no? 3:52 p.m. Good girl.
You better want to take care of me. God,
good girl.
God, most likely
God,
good girl.
You better want to take care of me. 3:56 p.m. You do need more of it. 3:59 p.m. of you. Sent 4:02 p.m. I want to treat you rough, throw you around, spank you, and slap you. Sent 4:06 p.m. Slap your face, treat you like a dirty little whore, put my cock in your ass, and then shove it down your throat. All right, so this is me right here.
Yeah, I tweet. I'm like, I'm 406. I'm 406.
I'm 406. So we've reached the apex of the program. 4:06.
Definitely
PM.
406 in it, flexing it, getting that. Yeah.
4:07 p.m. You are my fucking whore. This is also me.
Yeah, I got a little 407 in me.
4:08. Hold you down while I choke you and fuck that ass that I own. That's me when I used to fuck this married chick.
The problem with 408 is like it just sounds like a Caucasian boy. Like, you know.
4:10 p.m. Then I'm going to tell you to shut the fuck up while I
slap your face and pull your hair
While I slap your face and pull your hair.
for making noise.
Oh, for making noise.
Yeah.
4:20. This nigga was busy. This is all from the 29th. Jesus Christ time. 4:21 p.m. Where do you want to be bitten? That's me too.
Like, was it like was it raining or something out there on the fucking course?
4:24 p.m. Now you're talking. Whatever I want, you are mine. 4:39 p.m. Whatever else turns you on. 4:43 p.m. Tell me what you like. 4:48 p.m. Always will be. Don't trust people. 4:48 p.m. But you still have not told me what turns you on.
She like, nigga, I'm waitressing right now. She not even
I'm
responding
at the
to
Carl's
this.
Jr. nigga. I'm working drive-through.
Fuck, nigga.
It is the lunch rush.
Oh, Penrose Diner don't close till 11.
4:53 p.m. I know you have tried every posting, I think, position imaginable, but what turns you on besides a DP?
Oh, I didn't even see that one. Tiger,
Okay.
wow.
So we have reached the intermission portion. This is the therapy.
Yo.
portion. This is where it's like you need therapy. Like
Yo.
once DP, for those of you out there that are sexually repressive, double penetration. Once you reach the double penetration portion of the conversation, it is now time to
Yeah.
pivot and remove.
Yeah, it's time to put your phone on the charger and take a
But
minute.
not Tiger. There's 10 more texts.
Paul Mooney was like, Tiger Woods talk about, I need sex therapy. They need to put me in sex rehab. He's like, yeah, well, they better not give him no white nurses. Cause he'll fuck him.
Oh, fuck every last one of them.
Yo, once you bring up the DP in the text, John,
It's going a different direction.
Yeah. Like, somebody's seeing this. Somebody's screenshotting this and sending it out.
5 p.m. Still on 8:29. I really do want to be rough with you, slap you around. Sent 5:12 p.m. for years and punish you for not seeing me more. 5:15 p.m. I want you to beg for my cock, kiss you all over to convince me to let you have it in your mouth. 5:18 p.m. We will see how bad you want me. 5:26 p.m. Next time I see you, you better fucking beg and don't do it right. I will slap, spank, bite, and fuck you till mercy. That's me too.
Till mercy is crazy. That better not be you. I'm calling Carl. Till mercy.
Till mercy.
I swear I didn't even see the second page. Till mercy is crazy, yo.
Tiger is great, man. All right, so then there's like there's a 5-day break, 4-day break from the 29th to the 3rd of September.
Yeah, that fucking phone was probably overheating. You know how the iPhone be like temperature? Put this shit down.
All right, so now it's September 3rd, 9:20 a.m. Horny, first thing in the morning. Was 9:20 a.m. 9/3/2009 was playing sexy. Then there's not another one till 4:17 a.m. So I was playing sexy. I was playing the game. So why haven't you text me? I was playing. So he took some time off for his craft, and then I'm back to the horny shit. So 4:17 a.m. 09/04/2009. Maybe you can fly out to Chicago on Monday night and leave early Wednesday. 4:23 a.m. I land at 9:30 or 10 Monday night. So that's pretty much concludes the horny show.
The crazy part is that was all one day.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 90% of that is one day. He got on a horny roll that day.
Spike Lee's everywhere. Game on a flight. You might see me anywhere. A day in a life. Tiger was bugging.
And this is just one conversation.
Yo.
You know what I'm saying? He had about 37 bitches. 37 is the number for they had about 37 poor white women that he's smashing.
Put that on the Patreon. What Tiger are you? I'm definitely 406. Some of the other shit got a little too ridiculous. Till Mercy is the craziest shit I heard. Till Mercy.
Fuck you, Till Mercy.
Like, that's what people say when they about to be, like, executed. Like,
Yeah,
please,
that's what they
Mercy.
say when they capture you in fucking Iraq and they fucking waterboard you.
Yeah. So you just don't, like, on the mercy of the court. Like, Tiger was bugging the fuck out. But yeah, you was a wild boy.
Yeah.
It's like, it was crazy because Tiger Woods was always deemed like a family man who was getting that paper.
He was getting that paper.
He was
Wasn't
getting
no
the
family
paper,
man.
but just not being a family man.
And his wife was super bad.
She was like
She was a model.
no, she was like a piece of shit, wasn't she?
No, his wife?
I'm thinking of OJ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, OJ wife was a wretched whore.
Yeah, she was like an actual cook, like a waitress. They all like waitresses.
Yeah. There was
Bitch know how to carry them pancakes.
Like-
I'm gonna marry her.
Yeah, that's Tiger's wife. Beautiful white woman.
She's real nice.
And not of the American variety. So
Yeah.
he did it smart, you know what I'm saying? He just got too horny.
Yeah. I remember Paul Mooney said, because you know she hit him with the golf
Yeah,
club.
when she was young, she was super bad.
Remember she hit him with the golf club though.
Yeah.
And Paul Mooney was like, the Becky was like, "Oh, you like hitting white balls? I'm gonna hit some black balls." She beat the black off of Tiger. That's why he crashed the Escalade because it was only the Asian left. I was like, "What the fuck?"
It's only the Asian.
That nigga had the best jokes, man. Rest in peace, my nigga Paul Mooney. Dog, Tiger's a wild ass nigga, man. Them text messages start leaking. That's a bad joke. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That's a super bad joke. But yeah, definitely use a wild boy. Recipient is Tiger Woods for the week.
For
You know what I'm
sure.
saying? Definitely.
Lifetime achievement.
Yeah, in 1 week. You are the inaugural Use a Wild Boy and a Lifetime Achievement Use a Wild Boy recipient all in 1 week. Because these text messages are from 13 years ago.
Yes.
Yeah. Crazy as shit. You know what I just thought about? When were they? Oh, August of 09. Because I started at SEPTA in November of 09. Yeah, so Tiger's been a wild boy.
Tiger's been horny since before you were.
Yeah, before I was out there. Yeah, you've been a wild boy for quite some time, man. Quite some time at doing this. All right, we got two Jones. We got Top Dickhead of Philly, or we got the BMF premiere.
I want to talk about Ben Simmons.
Yeah, Top Dickhead.
Top dickhead.
But I honestly, y'all, I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. I don't think Ben Simmons is the top dickhead of
Well,
Philly.
in the eyes of Philadelphians,
I
he is.
think that Philadelphians are the top dickheads of Philly because y'all believed in this nigga.
Ben Simmons has successfully dug his feet so far in the sand. He's about waist deep now. Reports have come out that his teammates and Sixers brass were set to come to LA with Simmons about making inroads for a return to the scene. Simmons told them to eat a dick on toast.
Wheat toast.
Wheat toast. Only thing he has honed during this offseason.
Pumpernickel toast. Eat a dick on
Eat a dick
something.
on pumpernickel.
Yeah.
Only thing he has honed during this offseason is his picking up white women abilities and how to piss off the entire fan base of Philadelphia.
I fucks with Ben Simmons, dog.
Yo, Ben Simmons is not letting up.
I'm not playing for y'all ever again.
Find me, suspend me, whatever the fuck you want. I am not coming there ever again.
No.
Road games, I'm not coming either.
Yeah.
Like, when people talking about, oh my God, it's going to be so explosive when Ben Simmons comes back for his new team and gets booed in Philly. I'm not.
Fuck y'all.
I'm not going to be there.
I'm not satisfying you dickheads.
Magic Johnson, I'm not going to be there.
Yeah. I'm not gonna be there. Real shit.
Load management every time we play Philly. I'm never coming back there.
Yeah.
Eat
Ben-
shit.
Ben is over y'all. He's sick of y'all.
No, the people want him.
The thing is, the Sixers
Want too much.
The Sixers want.
The Sixers had a James Harden trade done last year.
The boy don't fuck with Morey.
Exactly.
Right.
They had a trade done. It was ratified. They called Ben Simmons, you're going to Houston. Ben said, cool, no state income tax, big booty bitches, 15% trade kicker, trade me to Houston. They called back. James Harden is going to Brooklyn. You motherfuckers.
Right.
So he had to play the whole season with that looming over his head. Y'all niggas tried to trade me, and y'all are so bad at y'all job, y'all couldn't even get the shit done.
Right.
But you called me and told me I was traded.
Because the Houston owner boy don't fuck with Morey.
No.
So he was like, I'll trade James
Yeah,
Harden.
because he told him I was retiring, then he popped up in Philly.
I'm retiring from Houston.
Yeah, I don't fuck with you.
Yeah, I'm not retiring. I'm just leaving Houston. Yeah.
So he had that hanging over his head the whole season, and then now you have people like the situation is going on so long because shit like this don't drag on this long. It's been 6 months,
Right.
like the shit been going on. It's dragged on so long, and now you have Simmons supporters, like people in the basketball world, people like Gilbert Arenas and the guys from All the Smoke and all of that are like the Sixers failed Ben Simmons, not the other way around.
No.
When just a year ago we was hearing he don't work on his game, he wants control in the organization, he doesn't fuck with Embiid, blah blah blah, and now the whole narrative has switched to Ben Simmons is down to do the work. The Sixers didn't hold him accountable and didn't make him do it, so they failed him, not the other way around.
Right.
And that was going back to the Brett Brown era.
Like Big Dan just alluded to, the issue is, it's not that nobody wants him. People want him. The Sixers want Wilt Chamberlain in return.
Right.
And it's not realistic. I told you, nigga I work with was like, yeah, I think they could get Dame. And I'm like, Damon Wayans?
Damon Wayans Jr.
Damon Wayans Jr. Like, y'all don't have a shot in hell of getting Damian Lillard. And he was like, all right, well, if we don't get Dame, like, what about the bull in Boston? I'm like, what bull in Boston? He was like, the bull, Tatum. I was like, I thought you was talking about Marcus Smart. I was like, what bull in Boston? Like, what are you talking
They're
about?
not even getting Jalen Brown for him.
No. They wouldn't give y'all Danny Ainge. Y'all are tweaking.
Like, you ain't getting Brandon Ingram. It's just so many players around the league that you are not getting.
No.
At best, whatever team you target for a trade, you are getting their second best player.
Fourth. You're not getting CJ McCollum. You're not trying to be funny. The Lakers wouldn't give you Russ, LeBron, AD. Like you might not even get a straight up for Kuzma. I'm dead ass serious, yo.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, everybody can see this shit. They know Ben not playing for y'all no more.
We're not guessing.
True story. I
know it.
I told Jules, yo, you might end up on the Sixers next year. Department of Defense dead ass might trade you.
Start getting in shape.
Yeah. So we'll give you Jules and a missile. Give us Ben Simmons, dog. Like real shit. It's like no team is gonna offer y'all a all-star caliber player who's happy in their situation or doing good. And we know y'all are severed over there. We know Ben not coming to Philadelphia. He in LA with models and 3 Rolls Royces. He's never coming back to Philadelphia ever. It's over.
It's gotten to a point where it's going to end up in arbitration.
Yeah, it's no way around it.
Because it's like people not understanding this. People don't look at like the NBA and the NFL and shit like that as work. But at the end of the day, he is a union employee that has a work stoppage issue with his employer. He feels like, I don't want to be here. It's a fucking toxic work environment. Get me the fuck out of here. And on those grounds, the arbiter is going to come in and say, all right, well, where are y'all now? Where have y'all been? Who have y'all talked to about fucking making trades? What are the best offers that are out there? He going to go back to all of the teams. Give me your best and final offer. He going to go to the top 5 teams that made offers for Ben.
Absolutely.
Give me your best and final offer. Present it to the Sixers and say, hey, out of these, which one do you want to take? And how much money do you want back from him for missing 15 games?
Right.
And then that's just going to be what the fuck it is. But he's 100% getting what he wants.
Yeah.
He's getting the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
He may end up in Memphis with Ja Morant, but he's getting the fuck out of here.
The thing about it is Ben Simmons has a max deal. It's fully guaranteed. He
$147 million.
He already is super paid.
Yeah.
He's living the life he wants to live.
And I read something that he got 25% of his money for this season, like August 1st.
Mm-hmm. It's a Rich Paul effect.
Yeah.
Yo, they really hate Rich Paul, by the way. I want to read this tweet that I meant to send it to y'all, like Ryan, y'all. This is Jack P. Connell. Rich Paul has now ignored contract offers from the 76ers for Nerlens Noel, reportedly threatened to pull Tyrese Maxey from the team, made public comments that he will do whatever it takes to get Ben out of Philly. Clutch is dangerous to both Philadelphia and the entire NBA. It's time for Rich Paul to go. And it's just like, yo, they hate him.
Yes, absolutely.
They hate Rich Paul's guts.
Same way they hated David Falk in the 90s. The same way that fucking the NFL hated
Drew Rosenhaus. I was just about to say,
kicking him in the ass because it's like when the agents and the athletes find ways to exploit the policy that exists, it's like, whoa, the fuck is this shit? Because the policy is basically meant to be an oppressive measure against the athletes and to hold them in check because it's a quote unquote privilege to play in the NFL.
You'd be surprised how many like beat down mentally niggas I work with where it's like if you mention how some shit needs to be better or how some shit needs to go on, you know what they say?
Oh, don't rock the boat.
No, they say like, oh, you should just quit. You know what you signed up for. And it'd be like, nigga, what? Like that's like an oppressed mentality when you think that it'd be like, no. I'm
Stockholm syndrome.
I'm the employee. It's like the way it works. That's the reason why now you see all these places that are looking for employment. Like, hey, you know, you get a steak every half hour if you come over here. Like, it's like you gotta incentivize working because so many people is just like, I'm cool. I'm gonna start my own business.
Start a YouTube channel.
Yeah, Trump gave me 38 grand. I'm gonna start this motherfucker. I'm starting this business.
Start OnlyFans. I'm gonna fuck all the fat bitches.
Real shit.
I'm gonna go to an underserved market.
Yeah. Fuck them to mercy on camera.
Tiger shit.
Like real shit. So you work is supposed to be incentivized. And I think we kind of missed that in America because we came out of slavery. To where it's like, you know, think about it. Women weren't even allowed to work. They had to like, you know, fucking protest for like labor and shit just to be able to work. Black people too. So when you live in a country like that and then you get to a point where it's like, all right, fuck it. You want a job? Come on. Minimum wage. How much is that? $3.35. My mom was like, I used to picket that shit. Can't stay alive on $3.35.
Damn.
Yeah. Minimum. Could you imagine that? $3. And he was like, look, we got something for y'all. Watch this. $7.15. How y'all feel about that? Yeah, now your rent just went up $200 for the years, but never mind that. Yeah.
You got a 100% raise.
Minimum wage at places up until like last year, for the most part, was still $7.50. Like just recently, you've had states and counties go to $15.
Radical people were looking at the mayor of Seattle for making the minimum wage $15 an hour. It's like he's gonna bankrupt these companies and blah blah blah. And it's like, yo, if you as a company gotta go, the average company profit margin is somewhere between 10 to 20%, depending on the business that you in. Some of these new digital markets and shit like that is like 30%. Our profit margin here is like 100%. Like we don't have to spend a lot to make a lot here doing fucking digital media. So it's like with that in mind, it's like, yo, if you gotta fucking shrink your profit margin from 30 to 20 in order to make sure that your fucking workers have a livable wage, that's par for the course. It is what it is. And it's like people were literally like snapping about that, and then now Seattle's in the best financial shape they ever been in because they changed the fucking minimum wage.
You realize like it's people out here that dead ass work in malls they can't afford to shop in. It's people that work in hotels that they can't afford to stay in. It's people that work in hospitals that can't afford to get sick in that hospital. So me personally, when I see somebody who has a talent that ain't even necessarily a out of this world talent. It's just a talent, and he know how to get the fuck paid for it. I'm all for. So I told you that's why I like the move KD did so much. Fuck y'all, I'm out of here. I'm gonna win these chips, get these Finals MVPs, and then I'm 1-1 in it for the rest of my life.
This tech shit, and then I'm out.
I love seeing players put their feet in the sand because these old niggas, they get so upset and so mad and they be like, no. Ain't nobody a bitch ass nigga. Ain't nobody not got no heart. None of that shit. What it is I can do this. You niggas couldn't do this. Yeah. And I've had these conversations with my dad, with my grandpa before he passed away. It's like back in the day, my grandpa, 90-year-old man, loved his job, loved it. I wish I could have stayed there. Like, he loved it. Yeah. You know why? Because he was a black man coming from the South in the 20s. So it's like to get a job in 45 is like, oh, you doing good.
Right.
Civil rights not for another dub, nigga. You doing all right.
You're way ahead of the curve.
You doing all right. Then my dad, born in the 40s, start working in the 60s. He got a federal job. Man, you doing good. A federal job in the 70s, you all right. My dad's attitude towards work was, you know, I don't love it, but I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Because it put me in a position to take care of myself, have a family, provide for y'all, you know, but I ain't love it, but I was appreciative of it. Then me, I come along, I make more. Let's just keep it funky. I make more from this than from fucking SEPTA. I'll fuck one of y'all up and understand. I'll choke the shit. I'll go full spree welders, man. And that's just the attitude. That's how it goes. So it's like you get in positions in life where it's like, yo, I can afford to put my feet in the sand and tell y'all I'm never coming to this motherfucker again. Sound crazy to you, but it's real life. Because guess what? Guess who ain't coming? I guarantee you this. I guarantee you walk in that motherfucking arena before I. I guarantee you that. That's where he at. Fuck you, pay me.
Yep.
Fuck you, sue me.
He's going full incommunicado.
Yeah.
Because he has smart business people around him that understand the CBA.
Yeah.
They understand the letter of the law as it pertains to NBA business, and they know we're going to get what we want. Call us all the assholes and spoiled brats and all that you want. We're going where the fuck we want to.
Yeah. Maury called that nigga, was like, look, Ben, I got Doc, I got Embiid, I got Maxey, a couple trainers. We're getting ready to come out to California. We're going to sit down and then see if we can figure this thing out. How you feel about that? Ben like, don't.
Who this?
Yeah, don't.
Same number. Who this?
Don't. Keep me out of it. They straight kidnapped DeAndre Jordan.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ben said, y'all won't pull that bullshit on me.
I got a rifle and a fucking ring camera, nigga.
And I will stand my ground.
Yeah, don't come here with that bullshit. Real talk. I'm not mad at Ben at all. I like that type of
yard.
shit.
Do not approach.
Because the thing is, all of them, they all the same. All these companies, they feel like because they pay you that you're indebted to whatever the fuck is going on. And it's like, no, this is a pay for play situation. Like, you love your girl, you love your dog. My dog yesterday peed in the fucking crib yesterday. I came in, wiped it up, said, and took her outside. But Dan come to my house and pee on the floor, I'm gonna beat Dan goofy ass. You know, it's just what it is. It's like when you love something, you there for it. Ben has clearly showed, yo, I don't love this shit.
It's a job.
It's a job, dog. I'm here to get paid. Pay me. I'm a work what I want. I'm gonna work where I want. If I don't feel working here, I'm out. I'm not indebted to this shit.
Like Kawhi has shown me the way.
Kawhi, LeBron, like, guess what? I'm going back to number 6. LeBron do whatever he want. Other players, when they change their number, you know they be having to buy the jerseys out and shit. Bron, like, I wish these motherfuckers would email me talking about some bullshit like that. Bron do whatever he want whenever he want. KD do whatever he want. Kawhi do whatever he want. AD.
Kyrie do whatever he want.
AD made the push to go to the Lakers. Like, guess what? Guess what? Some good ass gumbo down here, but guess what?
I'm going to the Lakers.
I'm going to the Lakers. Right. So I fucks with that type of
He
shit.
was his dad and everything. Dad was like, man, we ain't fucking Boston. That's the most racist town in America. I ain't going to Boston. I don't respect Danny Ainge. He's a bitch ass nigga.
And to see niggas like Scottie Pippen looking like fucking Chester Cheeto go up on fucking First Take and talk all this shit about play. It just be like, dog, Scottie, you legit.
You signed the worst contract
in NBA. Your contract was so bad that the nigga who offered it to you was like, please don't sign this guy. Think about that. The Bulls CEO was like, yo, do not sign this joint.
Horrible deal, Scottie.
Scottie like, man, all I'm thinking about is ice cold beer.
Motherfucking cookouts down Arkansas. Gonna be legendary. I got 17 million.
Then y'all win 5 championships. You so mad at your fucking contract that instead of you having your surgery in the offseason, you waited till the regular season started to have your like, don't talk about other niggas when you was that nigga. You signed that stupid ass deal and couldn't get out of it, and then you did that stupid ass shit during the season. So don't talk about a nigga who decides, you know what, I'm not playing. It's the same shit.
Yeah.
I'm not happy here. I'm the fuck out. But your issue was you didn't have a CBA or a Rich Paul behind you, so you couldn't be the fuck out. I hate these old niggas.
Charles Barkley made a whole big stink about Ben Simmons and this, and it's like, and all of the people that was commentating on it was like, Charles, you forced your way out of Philadelphia.
Like, what the fuck do y'all be talking about?
And they got nothing in return for you.
Dog.
Got Jeff Hornacek and like some bullshit.
Dog. It was nothing. Like, what the fuck do y'all be talking about? They be making 0 cents, some of these niggas. I remember when they was talking about, is Dwight Howard going to Hall of Fame? And Shaq, like, I mean, has he done enough to be a Hall of Fame? It's like, Shaq, that nigga had you so tight over the Superman shit. Dwight was on your ass for like 4 years with the Super, to the point where Shaq, how you feel about Cleveland and Boston first round? You know, I am the official Superman. I like Cleveland to take, like, you were so uptight every fucking time. Dwight Howard had a stretch where that nigga was winning Defense Player of the Year, the rebounding title, the dunk contest. The Magic went to the fucking finals. Yep. Like, Dwight became an entity in basketball. Stop that nonsense, dog. He's a Hall of Famer. It's no way around it. He had an illustrious fucking high school career. He's blatantly a Hall of Famer. He's made NBA teams, defensive teams. It's no way around it. But it's like these old niggas will talk from like such a pedestal. And I saw it the other day. They asked Larry Bird, who would you take, Kobe or LeBron? And he was like, oh, well, if I want to win a game, I got to take Kobe Bryant. And they was like, well, LeBron has a better playoff record than Kobe Bryant as far as like wins and losses. And he was like, rest in peace, Kobe Bryant. You know, and it's just like, yo, they be so strong on protecting their legacies of you can't possibly be like LeBron's the best player ever, because then it kills all of the rest of y'all for the fact that Jordan came through and nothing else happened for 10 years. Because then everybody looks like an asshole, where it's like, oh, that's not the best player ever no more. Yeah. Now what?
Nobody wants to acknowledge that the 90s was a bad era of basketball.
Oh, my God.
There were good players, but there were good to great players, and then there was Michael Jordan. There was a clear separation between him and the field. Like, Karl Malone was fantastic. So was John Stockton. Sean Kemp was good in a vacuum for a few years. Gary Payton was phenomenal for 10 years. But it's like, when you really extrapolate like what was in the league during that time, he was playing against tax accountants and niggas that worked at Office Max. Like, let's just call it what it is. People were still sneaking in the league. You had niggas like Yanka Dare and Oliver Miller and shit like that had like 9-10 year careers because they was big. Oliver Miller was fucking 400 pounds for the majority. For 5 of them 9 years he was in the league, starting at center for the Phoenix Suns and the Toronto Raptors. Like, NBA was awful. Let's call it what the fuck it is. Now nobody sneaks in the NBA. You got the biggest, fastest, strongest version of these athletes, the most skilled athletes. They shoot for percentage better than anybody in the history of the fucking league. You got people like Stephen Curry, that's an undersized fucking point guard that can get whatever shot he want, average 32 points a game with nobody else on the fucking court with him. Unanimous MVP, back-to-back MVP, all of this shit. And it's just like, no, but them 90s though.
Yeah.
But could niggas score on Grandma Ma? Yes. Absolutely. What LeBron gonna do against Alonzo Mourning? Like, dumbass shit like
Dunk on him.
Dunk on him. Repeatedly.
I don't know if you saw my tweet, but where is it? Because it was a couple weeks ago. Okay. Rasheed Wallace went on a podcast and was like, LeBron wouldn't have survived in our era. Then Kevin Garnett went on a podcast and was like, we broke LeBron. That's LeBron dunking over Sheed. That's LeBron doing the same dunk over Kevin Garnett. This is like, what do you old niggas be talking about? Kevin Garnett said we broke LeBron, and it's like, bro, LeBron literally ended the Celtics' big three run.
Smashed it.
Rashid, LeBron.
I'm still mad at Ray Allen right now. Yeah. He went to the Heat with LeBron and Dwayne Wade.
Yeah.
Y'all are still mad to this day.
Yeah. Sheed, LeBron wouldn't have survived in our era. LeBron scored 25 straight on y'all in a playoff game.
He eliminated y'all.
He single-handedly, with Mo Williams as his second best player, walked y'all into the deep water. Y'all championship-ass Pistons. My homie the other day, he made the greatest fucking assessment ever. He was like, the 08 Celtics team, they act like the Winter Hill Gang. I'm like, dog, they really act like the Boston Mafia. like they had it on Smash for 30 fucking years. It's like, no. He was like, dead ass dog, Paul Pierce acts like fucking Whitey Bulger. Like, they dead ass act like the Boston Mafia.
One championship and went to another one.
Yeah.
That's it.
That was the greatest assessment ever. I'm like, yo, they really do act like the Winter Hill Gang.
Y'all were a great team in a vacuum for a 3-year period.
In a bad era of basketball. I watched the Eastern Conference Finals where the Pistons played the Pacers in that Game 7. Do you know what the final score of that game was? 72-66. Like, do you know how awful that shit had to fucking, like y'all, like, that was the era.
The Pistons routinely played teams below 70.
Right.
That was their whole thing, smash mouth basketball. Like, this ain't the Pittsburgh still.
Yeah.
What the fuck are y'all doing?
72-66. It's terrible, dog. So it's just, I'm not mad at Ben. I hate these old niggas because they come from such a disdain that doesn't make any sense at times. Did you ever see, it's funny because you just said Jordan was playing against like accountants and shit. Somebody had a tweet where it was like Jordan was out there playing against fucking, I think it was like trash men and senators. And somebody quoted and was like, see, this is the problem with y'all young niggas. Y'all just come out here and say nothing. Jordan played against the athletes for his day. They were real athletes. And then the bull came back on the tweet was like, no, bro, like he played against Bill Bradley. He's a real life senator. And they had a picture of Jordan taking him to the rack. Like Jordan took the nigga to the cup. And it's like, yo, that's really Bill Bradley, dog. Like, let me see if I can find that shit, man. But it's like, yeah, like, yo, they real live, like, they were regular dudes who played basketball.
Yes.
I saw this, I was watching Jackie Robinson documentary the other day, and they were saying how he was going to play basketball, but he you know, at UCLA, he was like a standout in basketball. And at the last minute, he just decided to go play baseball in the Negro Leagues. But they was like, had he went to play basketball, I'm sure he would have been a point guard and been one of the best. And it was just like, yeah, that's how it was back in the day.
Yeah.
Whereas like, yeah, I can go play NBA basketball when I feel like it. Like, I don't go.
This baseball thing a shot.
No. Like, look at Jordan even when he went to go play fucking
Baseball.
It's like, yeah, you're airness and all that shit on the court, but
You stink over here.
yeah, you fucking
Just Jeff over here.
your sluggage is your slugging is terrible, Mike. So, yeah, man. But yeah, them old niggas, they sicken me, man. Like, but I got nothing else on this show.
Yeah. Just one last thing wrapping up. You know, the BMF series premiere was this
Oh
weekend.
yeah. Did you watch it?
Yes.
I watched it last night.
Watched it last night. I think it's a good to great start. I don't think it was, you know, like an A or nothing like that, but they've done enough in encapsulating the story. They have you know, Terry and Meech from Teenagers. They didn't spend too much time on their young life because it's not relevant to the BMF story. The guy that's playing Meech looks like him, but he kind of looks ridiculous at the same time. The older Meech, when he was like doing the walk through Detroit or whatever like that, and he came back to the neighborhood in the very beginning of the show.
I missed the first 3 or 4 minutes.
Okay, well, yeah, there's a scene in the very, very beginning where it's like he got the mink on or whatever.
I'm thinking you talking about you was like the guy that's playing Meech, like looks like, but I'm like, that's Meech's son.
Yeah,
So
no,
I'm like,
no. The guy that's playing the older,
I didn't
he's
see
also
it.
narrating the
Okay.
show or whatever like that. And he kind of looked like Meech, but he looked like it's like he got them Shamar Moore braids, and I'm just like, yo, this better not be shit for the whole show. Like, but you know, they have the guy Pat. That's that character is based on E.D. Edric, which was like their old head that was from New York, moved to Detroit, real slick dressing guy. That's who started the 50 Boys. It was Edric, Terry, Meech, and there's one more guy that is not in the show for whatever reason or whatever like that. I guess they choosing to just focus on Terry and Meech or whatever like that. And I think they did a good job of, you know, getting the story started, you know, kind of like fast forwarding to Terry getting shot and all that, because, you know, a lot of people don't know Terry got one eye, him getting shot and all of that shit, and just like, you know, the different chances and things like that they was taking as teenagers to be able to catapult them later on in life. So it's a good start to the show. The cinematography is beautiful.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, how old are they? How old are they supposed to be? Like
Meech is like 18 and Terry's like 16 or 17.
like in the club, because it's like Terry's in class, but then they in the club.
Yeah.
So
But they
it's-
with Pat, so it's cool.
Okay.
And it's like that was the culture. Like you could pay like you wait. These young niggas is in high school driving Benzes.
Yeah.
So it's like that sort of thing. Like that was, that was
And
the era.
I didn't understand, like, when the dad found the gun and was like, you know, oh, you a man now, da-da-da. It's like, if he has a Benz, I don't understand.
Yeah, but a lot of times, like, these young niggas, they was like having these cars and shit and parking them 4 blocks away, walking home.
Mom, I had a crush on her so bad back in the day.
Back in the day? Yeah.
Her name's McCole. I always remember that. Like, yeah, she was Will Smith girl on Fresh Prince. Yeah, she was a looker.
Yeah.
Yeah, real looker. Now she's old.
She's about 55.
Yeah, most likely. Yeah. Because that Fresh Prince was 92.
Will is what, 50?
His birthday's today, ain't it? Or the other day?
Other day.
Yeah, 25th.
50 something, right?
52, 53?
52, 53, yeah.
I saw T.I. wrote a letter to him because they got the same birthday and shit.
Ah.
Yeah. Probably a whole bunch of nonsense in the letter. Yeah. They asked, they told 50 Cent, they asked him how does he feel about T.I.'s versus challenge. And 50's response was, stay away from me.
got up here on the on the stage of my BMF here with this nonsense. Next time you see me, respectfully stay away from me.
Stay away from me.
See, I gonna end up putting hands on Clifford.
You mean 50 end up putting hands on Clifford?
50 gonna end up putting hands on Clifford and T.I.
I will say this. I wish they would have done the BMF joint as a movie.
I just think it's too much shit, man. It's like
because now it's like you gotta wait and just like so I could just run through this shit.
Netflix or Hulu, where it's like at least let me get 4 episodes at a time.
You see what I'm saying? Like now it's like I got.
See you next week.
Right. And we doing 20 murders a week. So it's like, who knows if we gonna be here next week to watch this shit. Like, I would have done it in, like Dan just made a very good point. Instead of a movie, Netflix.
Yeah.
Where you could just put the whole fucking season up there. Let me get through the first 10 episodes. At least get to where, maybe not the billboards and Young Jeezy, but at least get to like Wolf.
Or even before that, get to Gardenia, California, when they was like trying to figure it the fuck out. Like at least get to that point, because that was the transition. That was the real BMF transition when they was in Gardenia and they got this crib and it's like, all right, we got 4 bricks. It's 18 niggas here. We gotta get this shit together and figure this shit out. And then Meech fucking got with the cartel and all of that shit, and then that's when it fucking started to explode. You know what I'm saying? When they start touching down in St. Louis and Chicago and here and there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, the meat of the story is later on, but it's very interesting because like I said last week, two weeks ago rather, I know the story. There's interesting shit all along the way, but the meat of the story is like once Meech is like 22, 20.
Right.
That's when it really gets like, holy shit, like when they start like going crazy. But just a couple things around the show. Number one, I still can't believe this shit aired in my lifetime. Like, I was in the club with these niggas in 2005.
I was literally, I was telling Lee last night, I'm like, everything, Meech is I've personally have never seen anyone where like everything they do just heightens the status or the allure.
Yes.
The fact that you do this drug empire shit and you run up $250 to $300 million. That in itself is crazy. Then you get locked up. You don't tell. Because anyone that gets that big and that much, they tell.
Yeah.
That's just what it is.
And not only did he not tell, nobody in his immediate crew told.
No one in his crew and his side of his joint told.
Yeah.
So you don't tell, nobody tells. You go to jail and somehow don't get life.
Right. So you still have appeal rights. You going back in front of the judge and give back 7 years of your 30.
Then they decide to do the actual show of your life with your son acting as you.
Yes.
And at the end of this, you come home in 6 years. It doesn't make any fucking sense.
He literally has proven that if you do it the right way, crime can pay.
It's wild.
He said it from jail back in 2011. Never missed a Christmas, never missed a birthday. Motherfuckers is still living good, riding good, all of that shit off of the work that I put in. It is what it is. Like, and it's going to stay that way.
Like the fact that you went and got a cartel plug, and then when the shit was falling down, the cartel was like, yo, you
come down here and live like a king.
Yeah.
We'll take care of you.
For you to just say, I ball for 20, I can sit for 20, is wild as shit.
Yes. Nigga he's cut from a different cloth.
Yeah.
Guys like him.
Cause me? Hey, what time y'all gonna do? I'm cutting lights off and shit in the crib. Like, hey, look, man, it's been an honor doing this podcast with you, dog. You know?
Gotta go to Tijuana.
Yeah. It's been an absolute honor, dog. Yo. You can mail me 2 or 3 hookahs, right? Cool. Real shit. I'm out of here. Like, but just everything he did just heightened the allure.
And his brand is bigger than ever.
Crazy.
From the Rick Ross record to fucking Drake wearing a fucking BMF hoodie the other fucking day. Yeah. It's like shit like that. And it's just like, yo, you can't pay for this type of publicity. This shit is all organic from the muscle. And in order for this to happen, dude had to be exactly what the fuck he said he was. And the street allure and the reality of who he is matched up perfectly. And that's why he's still the most respected street figure to this day.
Yeah.
Don't nobody got nothing bad to say about him. Even down his own brother wanted to whack him, and he still don't have nothing bad to say about the nigga, because at the end of the day, Terry got to live with the fact that it's just stupid ass mistakes that fucked us up. Not me, not my billboards, because it ain't no fucking crime for balling, nigga. I didn't do nothing wrong. I was promoting an entertainment company. You on that goddamn phone running your mouth talking about pick up 30 bricks from here and this and this is what got us jammed up. There was a nigga named J-Rock that was Terry's second in command. This motherfucker got 80 years in prison.
Yeah.
He got caught with 400 bricks.
Yeah.
Like $4 million in cash, 30 pounds of weed, all type of pistols, all of that shit. He got more than the Kingpins did. Terry is home right now with his feet up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Motherfuckers got a multi-million-dollar development deal for this fucking television show, and they're going to make money off of this shit for the next 5 to 10 years. Because 50 milking the shit out of this shit. The same thing with all the powers.
Is there any way for Meech and T to ever be cool?
I doubt it, because Terry was trying to get he was caught on a wiretap, and the fucking feds played it for Meech, and Terry said, "Yeah, my brother need to cool the fuck out before I ask somebody to take care of his ass." And it's just like ever since then, Meech was just like, "Yo, just stay away from me." You know what I'm saying? You're my brother, I love you, but I don't fuck with you. Stay away from me. And they have no inroads to each other to this day, because everybody on Terry's side snitched. That was all the corroborating evidence for the feds. A 15-year investigation window was unprecedented. A.R. Ab got 45 years. You know how long his investigation window was?
Like 3 weeks.
9 months.
Yeah.
You did this and this, and then y'all had the profiles, and then y'all was staying in this apartment, and then this nigga brought you 2 bricks, and you gave him $80,000 and 2 guns, and then on this day this happened.
Yeah, I remember reading all this shit. Yeah.
It's because all they need is overt acts.
Yeah.
Demetrius didn't have no overt acts. None.
Yeah.
Even when they caught him, it was still all
I will say this.
evidence.
When he does come home, I just hope he comes home and like,
No, he gonna keep his nose clean. He got it.
No, I ain't talking about that. I mean like just I don't want to see him on a Jan Van Zandt. You know what I'm saying? Fake trying to sit with Terry and shit. Like, I don't want to see that shit. Or him on Love and Hip Hop and nothing crazy.
But the thing is,
arguing with Rich Dollars. Like, I don't want to see
putting a hit on Rich Dollars.
Putting a fucking whack job
I got
on
a 50 ball on him right now on some Tekashi shit.
Yeah.
I got a 50 ball on Rich Dollars.
Or like,
the manager nigga? Yeah, him.
Yeah, on fucking celebrity boxing and no crazy shit, rumbling Jeezy. Like I just hope he comes home and it's just thoroughness, because it's been thoroughness.
Yeah, Wrapping this up, I want to shout out BMF Rocket. Rocket is an important figure in this current resurgence of BMF, because he was a rapper a few years back. He was signed to CTE. He's from LA, and for whatever reason, probably because he was signed to CTE, because nobody pops over there, his rap career didn't take off. But he stayed down, he repurposed himself, and he figured out like how to work the entertainment game, and he's made the determination, we're gonna make this BMF management company this and this, and we're gonna make Lil Meech the focal point, get him in acting classes, this and this, and now he got a fucking TV show that's based around his father with him as the star of that shit. And Rocket is a very important figure that made all of this shit to come together, and he's proven to people, just because your plan A don't work don't mean that your plan B can't be just as good or be better sometimes. And a lot of times motherfuckers get stuck and get stagnant on like, I'm a rapper or I'm a this or I'm a that, and don't realize like, yo, maybe your talent is doing something else in the same industry, but just do some other shit.
Right.
And then now these motherfuckers is bigger than life.
Look
all
at
over
Joe
again.
Budden.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like sometimes your purpose is right there in front of you. It's similar to what you're doing, but it's just a little bit different. Yeah. And he figured that out, and then now the whole family is better off because of it.
Absolutely.
So shout out to Rocket.
That's it.
That's it, man. As usual, we appreciate y'all, man. We love y'all. Thank you for the support. We closing in on about 460 people on Patreon. Our goal is 500. It's a big goal, but it's our goal. We appreciate y'all helping getting us there. Every day we migrating people over to the platform. So, tell a friend, tell a cousin, tell your mom, sign up, man. It's a lot of different content over there, credit-based, economic stuff, business, tax information, all different types of stuff. And we sharing a lot of our deep personal experiences on the Patreon as well. So make sure y'all slide over there, patreon.com/officialtrpe. Go to the website, officialtrpe.com, for all of the fucking videos, all of the, episodes and everything like that. The whole catalog is on the website. And most importantly, over there is the merch also. We got a partnership with TeePublic. Like I said, we already pushed out about 150 items. Everybody seems to be very happy with all of the merch that comes from TeePublic through this partnership that we got with them. So make sure y'all go get any of the new merch. Understandment shirts, y'all know what the fuck going on. Computers, Putin, poor stories and war stories.
Successful in the city.
Successful in the city is a big one. We some family men that we getting this paper that was a hot seller this weekend. So we got plenty of different stuff. Not just t-shirts neither. T-shirts, crew necks, hoodies, long sleeve tees, wall art, tapestries, bags, phone cases. So go over there, get y'all some TRPE merch, support the brand, because the more money we make, the more we able to reinvest into this show, make this shit bigger and better for y'all.
We out.
Peace.